Bonjour, mes amis. Grüße, meine Freunde. Hello, my friends. This is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki. So I'm just about to resume the grind. This is the last 2 hours before the first 24 hours ends. Let me just quickly place a link in the Alliance chat and then I'll get to the grind. So far it's going okay. I feel like, it's always long and slow, these grinds. And I've done a couple of them, so I know what they're like. I'm really trying to think about my refresh strategy. I sort of want to wait until tomorrow evening to start my refreshes, just to sort of see where I'm at and have like a sort of a schedule mapped out. Now that I think about it, I probably should have like mapped out my schedule in reverse, like start from the end and see how to build in good time for refreshes, but I'm not too worried about it. And so, yeah, got a link in the chat, and off I go. So my 5 stars should be ready now, or very close to being ready. And so, yeah, let's see how they're going. Really want to run dungeons. I only have like 500 points to go, and then I will get. And then I was going to get another crystal and have a chance. Thanks, Staters. I see you're supporting me. That's great. Yeah, I think maybe it's only frENZOne and I for Loki who are running it. I get all these ones who are gotten off refresh. And sure, look how many there are. I guess I gotta just refresh them all just to get them out of the way. It's sort of annoying just because I don't like to throw ones in that are just about to be refreshed anyway. Like, look, this guy has an hour left. I mean, then someone will probably help, and it's a waste of a help, but it just gets too much into the grind if and always having to scroll down so far to get to the champion. So let me just put these guys on help request, and then I'll start. So 15.197 million now. I'm hoping 17, maybe 18 million by the end. My 7 stars come back online around 7, so that's right around the end of the first day. And hello, Meister. Welcome to the stream. Just caught me in the middle of some help requesting. Right now I have suicides off because I have to take them off for Alliance Quest, just because they eat away my champions too much. I have champions who are not very good with suicides. I'm going to keep them off just until I can go into Alliance Quest, which Tater says at noon in the United States, which is 1800 my time, so about an hour away. Hello, Derek. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining in. It's just going to be lots of arena as we go towards getting Namor. And yeah, it's been a good first day. Definitely, the waking up at 3 a.m. really tired me out, and so I've taken like 2 very, very rest. What's the opposite of rest? Not very good naps, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I was rolling around a lot and just sort of fell asleep, and I'm not a very good day sleeper. Oh man, so many helps. Just taking a look at Alliance chat, see if there's anything in there. Yeah, I had an unfortunate war. I totally messed up on Ghost and lost her, but I don't know how serious we're going in this war at all. Oh man, so many of these helps. I think people are doing a great job of clearing them so they like pop up really quick. That's like basically my entire 5-star collection is on helps. But again, if I didn't do this, I'd have to scroll over time. Okay, here we are at the top. So these are the top champions, and off we go. So it's a little funny just because, I get used to one order, but then it gets rearranged because of the masteries I'm using now. So we're not quite in the same place. I'm taking a break if I do more than 1 or 2 rounds. Yeah, I've always wondered about that, Derek. Like, I've always thought, man, maybe I'll get carpal tunnel syndrome from playing this game so much, but so far, knock on wood, it hasn't happened. But yeah, I'm always worried about that too. I don't know if the iPad is good or not, or using different devices, or who knows. But so far, I just feel lucky that nothing's happened to me. Let's give that guy to the champion. Nick Fury. I don't think he does, to be honest. I have him up because he has good prestige, but I think he just needs to be wakened. because once you get your Awaken ability, you get the real life model, and the Sig ability just controls how quickly he degenerates down to 30%. And so, like, I have him as a 6-star, and if I got him duped once, I'd be very happy with that, just to get the real life dummy, because that's really important to have. It's such a key part of his what you call it, his abilities. That stupid guy, I forgot about his dumb rock charges. Let's see if I can do this to him, and at least get him to a special. Champion's so funny. It's just like an exaggerated character of a wrestler. Okay, I did a lot of damage. Should be a special. Okay. Oh, and he lost 3. Oh, I thought he would be up to 15. Such a pain fight. Okay. But yeah, Nick Fury. Once you get him Awakened once, I think you're good as a playable character. But his prestige is not bad, so I would not. It's not a bad thing too, because the slower, having him go down more slowly too is sort of nice. Just gives you more time to basically fight and not have to worry about damage. I love his ending on the light. Look at that light attack, just so much damage. Like, I'm playing so poorly here. Not that it matters, just arena. I want him since I pull a 4 to 5 skill gem. Yeah, I think that Fury is great. To be honest, like Blade, I think is the best skill champ still. Still think it's amazing. And then I think Nick Fury might be my second favorite. You know, I'm sure you can make an argument for Aegon. I mean, he's of course great in so many ways, but me personally, I like Nick Fury better. Just find him more useful in most of the things I'm doing. I found Aegon a more specialized champion, and he does need a high Sig ability too. Blade 565, nice. Yeah, I love Blade. I still think he is absolutely one of the best characters and coolest characters in the game. I mean, he is just my Alliance Quest god. He just goes through there. His healing is so amazing, so strong. I mean, I think that's what he's most underrated for in a way, is just his healing ability. I think he's the best healer in the game, and so many times I've just absolutely saved him after making a mistake and taking a combo and having him regen. So no, Blade's still an unbelievably amazing character. Speaking of the devil, here he is. I really want to pair him with the Trinity though, so let's just wait till Stark Spidey comes up. Yeah, if someone asks for Legends, I might jump, no, Legends, Dungeon, I might jump over and do that real quick. So the goal is right now, so it's 1700, so I want to take care of all my 5 stars. My 6 stars then will come online, and then around Minuit, my 5 stars will be ready again. And so I'll probably have to sleep between now and then I'll do that run. And then it's perfect. I'll finally get a nice full night's sleep, because then, I'll probably finish around 1 in the morning. And then that will allow me to, wake up around 7, and both my 6 stars and my 5 stars will be on. And so the run with my 5 stars will be 5. Oops, just push him to an SP3. That wasn't so good. Here it comes. So 7, then 12, and then is it 7, 12, 7? No, 7, 7, 2, 9, or 7, 14, 21 will be my 5 stars. And then after the 21, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do a round of refreshes. And then, just because then I won't run them anymore till the next morning. Let's see, a Blade, 110, Corvus, 100, Sentinel, 80 or 60. At the moment, my R5s, man, that's a beautiful set of R5s. Yeah, I really wish I had, not Corvus, I do have Corvus at rank 5. I wish I had Sentinel. I just think he's a incredibly cool champion. He's one of those champions that does a few things that no one else does. And yeah, I sort of like that in him. But I think it'd be a hard choice if I had to rank up another tech. It'd be basically between him and Darkhawk right now. Yeah, I don't know which one I prefer. I sort of think, well, Sentinel would be more useful to our alliance. We have a couple of Darkhawks, and not as many Sentinels, so I think he'd be more useful to my alliance as a defender. I place him right now as an R4 in defense and have been for a while. So, but I think I like Darkhawk a little better. I just think he's a little stronger attack. Like the build-up is really cool idea about the build-up for Sentinel, the way it works, but it does take some time. And yeah, I mean, even though Stark Spidey is my favorite character, I am annoyed by his build-up, and actually I'm annoyed by build-up in general. Even Corvus, I'm a little bit less inclined to play just because of that build-up. You know, sometimes you're lucky and it happens real quick, but I mean, it's just such a big difference to get like 2 or 3 missions on Corvus. I mean, he goes from a good champ to just unstoppable champion pretty quick. You know, same thing with Morningstar. I like her a lot too, but still the build-up. I mean, she needs a lot. I mean, if you start with the right synergy, you can have 2 souls, but still like 3 fights, and a little bit tricky to get that soul. It doesn't always happen, and so you know, it's yeah, it's definitely interesting with those characters, with the ones you're building up. Actually, skip that just so I have different classes. Yeah, but Sendel's the beast. Love him. Yeah, exactly. He just has so many different ones. You know, I don't know if I've ever actually activated his regen. I remember seeing it. It's like the second special too. I guess I've never really used him for long fights, so that's probably the reason why. But yeah, he's an absolute tank. And B Manny's whole series on Sentinel was really cool. There's just so much I learned about him then. It's like, oh, it's such a great champion. B Manny has the amazing ability to like finish a fight with like 0 seconds left. He just plays it absolutely perfectly. It's so cool too. Took Sentinel R4. Nice, yeah, exactly. Me too. Except I took an R4, but I had duped him luckily. I think I got him from one of those crystals a long time ago where you bought the 5-star crystal and you got like a 2018 champ, or it's 2017, I can't remember. And so I think that's where I got him the first time. And then I, at one point, pulled him from the basic. Yeah, such a good champion. He's like this. He's one of 10 champions I'd love to be at a rank 5, but just haven't made it really too high up on the priority list. And so there's quite a few in that position. That would be awesome, but you know, just have to really pick and choose which one. Hello, Ricochet. Good afternoon to you too. So just working on the grind, trying to get this Namor. Been streaming every round, basically one. Oh, nice. Everyone's used it. Oh, you used a oh, who were we just talking about? I can't remember now. Was it a Sentinel? No, someone else. Any of you grinding on for Namor? I feel like you would have told me by now if you were. It'd be sort of fun. I feel like I don't have a oops, I was swatting that fly and just absolutely took a beating from Mr. Corvus. Yeah, this is definitely, I don't know, the Emma Frost and Korg is intense. Hey, Tim, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Just grinding away. It's going to be a lot of arena this afternoon. So if anyone wants to do dungeons real quick, I really want to finish dungeons this round. I'm at 26,000 something. And if I could get 27,000, I'd be able to open that gym. Yeah, I know. I've moved up in the world. Got a face cam going. You're lucky you're seeing me now. I'm actually like showered and reasonably fresh. And I woke up at 3 a.m. I'm sure I looked like a disaster. And then I also, of course, woke up then at 7 and 10 with my next other grinds. And yeah, it wasn't an easy night getting up and grinding for all these champions, or this one champion. But it seems to pay it off. I mean, I calculated if I stick right to the 7 hours of the 5-star refreshes, then you know basically I get an extra 2. So at best I can usually do 9 rounds or with my 5 stars, but you can do 7. Yeah, I know. You're behind. Yeah, that's what I think too, Hassan. I actually haven't run my 4 stars so much, but I've been doing all my 5 stars, all my 6 stars. I'm not too worried. You know, I know I'm going to have to do some big time refreshing. And, you know, I'm going to spend 3, maybe 4 Odins and doing it too. So right now it's mostly just about getting to a good place. You know, if I can get up to 50 million, then I'll be pretty okay with a lot of time left, and then just ready to start doing some refreshing. Yeah, I know. Poor Brian. Oh, losing your streak. I think when I was doing, it's either Emma or Korg, I lost my streak, and that was so disheartening. You just want to absolutely kill yourself when that happens. But yeah, well, hopefully it doesn't. It's never too hard. It just takes, you know, 1 or 2 mistakes on 1 or 2 hard matchups, and that can be it. I'm shooting for 90 million to be honest. I think it's going to drop a little. My honest thoughts is it's going to drop because I think the big cutoff was scary one, and I think the Monday through Thursday arenas are always a little less well subscribed just because obviously people have to work, and the weekend is of course when more people have the opportunity to do a big grind. But if it stayed the same or even went up a little bit, I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, those are my two predictions. Either I bet it goes up to 82 million because there's 150 people who want him and go for it, and they all think, okay, I better do over 80 million. Or it will drop. I don't think it'll drop that much. Like 75 million would be my second guess. So we'll see. Though either way, 90 million is my goal. I think 90 million is very safe, and to grind like this, I'm going to invest a lot of units into it. I want to be really safe. I don't want to like try to get right at the cutoff or even close to the cutoff. I want to make sure I absolutely get them. And so, I'm going to. So this is almost the end of my first 24 hours of playing for the character. So, because I started at 1900 yesterday, and so I should be around 17 million, and that will be 17 times 3, what's that, 54 million. So I can go do 54 million without refreshes, and then I have enough of the 1.5 5-star what you call it 5-star boosts, arena boosts, that should help me get sort of an affordable amount. I bet I could do 10 million on those boosts, and I'll probably have to do another 20 million just totally refreshing 6 stars. Lost my streak going for cap in the final 5 hours. Oh my god. Oh, you got 149th place. Oh, that is like so nerve-wracking. Jeez, congratulations. I can't imagine what it'd be like to be so close on the cutoff. When I did, was it Emma the first time? I think I can't remember what I put up. It was either like 72 million or some really huge score. Ended up at 120th. That's sort of what I feel like is the sweet spot, because like if about 100 is where you want to be, that means you didn't cut it too close, and yet you didn't go too crazy. Like the next round, she went for 20 million, and I put up like 70 some million. I think I might have gone a little higher. And same thing. That time I was like, oh my god, I really overshot it. I was like 23rd or something like that. But who knows? That's a whole interesting thing about arenas is, of course, if you knew the score, I mean, it would make it easy, make it less nerve-wracking, but I guess definitely less interesting and less exciting. So yeah, it's an interesting mode of game. And as I said on one of my other streams, I just have never played a game where you have this type of game mode. It's just, I mean, again, I hadn't played too much games before I jumped back into Marvel Contest of Champions, so I was a little bit out of touch with what games were like, these mobile games, or what is it? Games where a lot of players playing at one time. And so, yeah, it's a little bit new to me, all this. But, yeah, it's really fascinating that you have this mode. Surprisingly fun, though. Like, you'd think this would be the worst mode ever. But it's actually not. It's actually pretty cool. It's like something to do in the game, and you can sort of just play and relax and chat and listen to music or watch other streams or watch movies. So it's like a good active way of just relaxing. So yeah, amazingly not as monotonous as it probably should be. If I get a rank 4 to 5 gym ever again, I might take her up. I really like her. Oops, totally missed the dodge on that. And it's amazing how terrible I played her in arena. The only problem is I always worry that then I go jump into Alliance Quest and I play this badly just because you get in arena mode. You went for 5-star Diablo, just ran away. Wow, 7th place. Yeah, I regret not going for that. There's a couple I regret that went really low. Diablo and Night Thrasher, I think. Both would have been pretty attainable, but unless I have time off, it's hard to do a grind. It's just, I'm obviously working and don't have that kind of time. Even to do like 20 million takes a fair bit of effort. But, congratulations. I wish I had Diablo. Just because he's so high sig, and something about the character intrigues me, even though I know he's terrible. Yeah, just taking a look at the Alliance chat. Nothing too much happening. We're playing Omni and War. I don't think either one of us have the heart in it at all. I haven't even looked and see how we're doing compared to them. I totally messed up on my path. I brought in Ghost, and I was playing her fair, but at least I got through the first Modoc on that biohazard, and there's that node where if they auto evade, they get like 30% of a bar of power, and it went pretty good. This was just using parries on one combos because when you get the critical, they don't evade, and so I was doing that, and then fine, and I had Iceman, which should have been easy, but I was fighting him okay. Used my phase to let his SP2 go through me, and then it's like, oh, okay, he charged at me. I was like, I'm gonna hit him with my SP2, and I totally forgot I didn't have phase active, so I went and used my SP2, and he totally blocked it, and then just punched me in the face, and that was it. And so I'll see. We were doing a unitless, itemless war. You know, if Taters wants me to revive, I will, but other than that, yeah, that'll be the end of my path. It's sort of sad. I really want to try to play Ghost. I haven't played her in War at all, just because, again, I know the stakes are much higher in War. So even for these even for these wars where we're just sort of testing things. I mean, since I don't think I'll bring her to War anytime soon or ever. You know, even trying to learn how to play her in War didn't seem something worthwhile doing. But it was basically the perfect node for her. And yeah, so just went in to see what happened. So much different in War, playing with a character like Ghost. I mean, you know, in Arena or in Alliance Quest, not Alliance Quest or Events Quest, you know, you can sort of, you know, play without so much fear, but, you know, again, you just have to be so precise, and the champions are so much stronger in those other game modes that yeah, it makes a big difference if you make a mistake. And so, that is what happened. But, yeah, you actually like using Diablo? Oh, nice. Survivability with his L1, and you have life stitch. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, I think he's a cool character. I think he has an interesting gameplay. The only thing that seems the most ridiculous about him to me is that he only has 16 potions. So for some reason, if he actually was really good and you wanted to take him in a long quest, I mean, you know, you're probably using like 3 or 4 potions per match. That means in 4 matches you could be out of potions that you want or need. So I don't know. It seems foolish not to just give him unlimited potions. I mean, I know they're trying to sort of make this persistent charge a big piece of the game, but or if his potion's like just outrageously powerful. Like if you use a potion, I mean, you're OP for like, you know, 8 seconds or something like that. Because then I think, like, yeah, if you had 4 regen potions, as you say, that get you back to full health, then yeah, that's fine. That's like what it should be. But the other ones, like the Iron Skin, you should be like not be able to be hurt at all. Like it mitigates 90% of the damage or something crazy like that. So, oh, let's try and get can never get the Flaming Bat. Okay, may I take that back? There it is, the Flaming Bat. I'm always so bad about getting it. Of course, then on the next hit I kill him. Just look and see anything to see in Alliance. Everyone's sort of becoming active now. Now that now that it's more reasonable time in the States. Tough content, he would definitely run out. Yeah, exactly. I know. It seems like too little potions, so definitely feel like an oversight. I feel like it just should have unlimited potions. I mean, unlimited and stronger potions would be my 2 recommendations to make him a better champion. Is taking Darkhawk. Who else do we have? I like having sort of interesting lineup of characters. Yeah, I really wouldn't mind getting Knife Thrasher, to be honest. You know, like champions who people slept on. I was listening to KT the other day, and someone was grilling him on why he took Knife Thrasher to R4. And he said the thing about Knife Thrasher, he's the only character in the game that you can guarantee to have True Strike right off the bat. You don't have to do anything. So he has those skateboard hits, which I think can't be dodged or missed or evaded. And so if you do a medium, you always will be guaranteed to hit. And I've always been sort of searching for that character that is, you know, has a really good True Strike. Like, I hate fighting Spider-Mans and Nightcrawler and things like that. Emma Frost is a little bit of that for me right now. I would say Proxima could be, but she's a little tricky. You know, of course, Corvus, if you have the Proxima synergy, works really well. And I'm trying to think. Of course, Heimdall, you know, all you have to do is get your SP1 and then you have it permanently. That's pretty cool too. So there's a few, but yeah, I really want a good True Strike champion. It's sort of like next on my list of wants. Um, yeah, I saw Derek. I went and saw. Oh man, I feel so sorry for him. I mean, I know it's like sort of the luck and of everything, but yeah, I quoted Deadpool X Force 2. I'm not terribly disappointed just because I don't mind him too much, and he's a great synergy for my 6-star Nick Fury. So I sort of have that. But yeah, it's sad when you have so many good champions in the pool and you get one like that, especially duping something for your second time. Like I have a double dupe Karnak who felt the same way when that happened. I was like, oh, there, it's just such a waste. I really can't decide there if I'm going to keep on. I've opened two 15,000 of the featured 6-star crystals, and I got Nick Fury the first time, which is good, and then Domino the second, which is one of the two champions I wanted, which was amazing because I do turn. It's just set me up for the future of this game. But I don't know if I want to keep on opening 15,000 or not. I sort of want to, only because I feel that there's that group of champions is really good. It's basically only like 3 I really don't want, like Spider-Man Classic, Gambit, and Yondu, because I already have Yondu and I've already duped him. And there's so many other champions. Cole was being the #1 choice. If I could dupe him, he'd be like the second really, I think, powerful champion I had as a dupe 6-star. But Wasp I would love to dupe too. You know, there's Ultron in there. Even some that aren't so great, like I would dupe my Nightcrawler or Storm, which would be alright. I like both those characters, and to have them both duped, I think, would be cool. And trying to think who else. Of course, there's Annihilus, who I played him as a 3-star during that Fantastic Four event, and just sort of fell in love with him. He is super good. Thanks, Ricochet. Yeah, that's. You know, we'll see. My luck could be Juggernaut next time, and I'll be like, what have I done? But even Juggernaut, I mean, he'd be a new character at least, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. But yeah, it's a lot of stress, those 15,000 shard ones. It just, you know, but saved up reasonably quick for the first one. I love the way that they can evade. It's so nice. Actually, maybe Korg is like the good counter to all these. So yeah, that would be yeah. Of course, if I could get Cold Obsidian, you know, it's just like 1 in 24 chance, but it's pretty good odds considering what happens once he goes into the pool. Then it becomes like 1 in 100 chance. So I think I would like to take a chance. Even though I got Ebony Maw, I know like Season's video basically said he's the worst 6-star ever. He still seems like a fun character to at least play, and having a character as a 6-star means they're definitely like really playable. Let's see. Trying to just bait out his special. No. See if he'll throw it. Yeah, sometimes these guys don't like to throw their specials. There it is. They're a little better once you get past the infinite streak in the Kang and Thanos fights. And special 2 hopefully should do it. There it is. The old featured Chris. Oh yeah, I love that. I love that one. Yeah, I was definitely But the thing I liked about it more was just the excitement. Like I remember when Dark Spider-Man came out, and I was like, I'm gonna get this champion, and so I saved it for like whatever it was, the 3 months. Didn't use a single 5-star shard, and had like 120,000 saved up. And I got him on my 2nd roll, and then I duped him on my 7th one, and I was so excited. I mean, and then same with. Oh, so in that whole time though, then Blade came out. I was like, oh, should I go for Blade? And because I had all these shards saved, and I didn't want to use them because I so wanted Spider-Man, but you know, I could instantly see the hype around Blade, so I opened 2 for Blade and got him on my 2nd time. And then I remember right when I finished Labyrinth of Legends, you know, I got the 45,000 crystals, and I think I had enough for 5 tries at Medusa, who just happened to be the featured crystal at that time. Again, super cool champion. So I tried her, and I think I got her. I got her twice in those 5 crystals. Again, really lucky. My crystal, I had really good luck. Speaking of good luck, I think I was 5 for 15 of featured crystals. So 1 in 3, which is 33%. I think, what did they say? 20% was the probability. So yeah, I definitely was on the good side of the probability. But yeah, those were so cool. Just because they really made you save. Like, I don't really save much in this game now as far as like getting a lot of shards. I more or less open them right away. I mean, there hasn't been anything that's really excited me to like save 100,000 5-star crystals for. You know, especially with being able to get the champions and the feature crystals now, feature Grandmaster, feature Cavaliers. But that was a really cool part of the game. Just all this build up until the date came when it came live, and then like everyone, just so many different YouTube streams of people doing their featured openings. And most of the time, you know, I guess 5-star crystals weren't that readily available, so you'd have like 2 or 3 until the end, and then you have like, you know, people would have 100,000 or 200,000. But poor Brian, I know he went for Blade. You know, there was a comic book called The Watcher, which always sort of had this what if theory series, like what if, you know, someone else had been bitten by the radioactive spider? What if BG had gotten that blade? Like, how would the world be different? That'd be a good one. So let's see, Derek only went for Blade. 0 for 5 on my main account. Got Blade on 1 try on the second account. Yeah, 20% is like a dicey number because it happens enough that, you know, people get them with 1 crystal. But yeah, it's easy to miss them 5 times. That's for sure. Got murdered with the wood feature crystal. 0 for 13. The rest one bought was Gulk. 1 for 14. Yeah, it's not so great. I know. There was definitely, I mean, some of those YouTube videos, like of course the most famous one was Anonymous 2K with the 6 tries for Iceman and he didn't get it. Oh, absolutely heartbreaking. Yeah, I can't decide if, I haven't actually ever opened up one of the new featured ones. Again, I sort of haven't really gone for new champs except in the arena or featured Grandmasters. I really haven't been too motivated to go for them anyway, so I don't know why. It just sort of seems like I get them pretty quickly. I feel like the basic pool, once they're added, it's sort of skewed to getting champions you don't have before. Like I just pulled Havoc not so long ago. Your second account, your first 2 5-stars. Oh my god, Corvus and Blade. that is a pretty nice draw there. 4 of the old ones get your Iron Patron, and 3 of them award me Rhino. Oh my god, yeah, that's the worst. That's what I feel about the 15,000 6-star one right now. Like to get a Juggernaut, that would be, or Gambit, that would be even worse. I mean, at least they're good in Arena, but let's see what's going on here. This is a fun war. Let's see, tater tots. One of our poor Alliance members, his car window got broken, and so he just posted a picture. He has no idea why. I think someone just walked by and smashed his driver's side window. It's really sad. But he said he found tater tots in them. I'm not sure if it's a joke or not. I feel like it is. Trying to implicate our leader Taters in the crime, probably. But yeah, it's terrible. I hate when things like that happen. Just random silliness and stupidness that just doesn't serve anyone any purpose. Let's see now. Who do I rather fight? Let's go with Mephisto. Yeah, boy. If I get Namor, I'll have to finally use my generic Awakening Gem, which I'm actually sort of glad about. Like, there's a generic Awakening Gems. They, like, sit around forever, and you never can decide what or who to use them on, and finally Namor will be, like, a champion worthy of using them on. And then we'll probably get another one for 4th of July anyway. I really want a 6-star Awakening Gem, to be honest. I think it's time for one, a random one. Boy, if I get one, if we do get one and I get tech and I can awaken my 6-star Ghost, that's gonna be crazy. Let's see. Only 7 people watching now. It's about my average. Dang Versace. It's yeah, I don't know. Sometimes when I hit during the prime time and no one else is streaming, I might have 20, but I'm sort of like a 7 to 10 viewer streamer, which is absolutely fine with me. Seems like when you have like that number, you can actually communicate with the people watching, which I like. You know, slowly trying to build my channel. It's yeah, I haven't done a really great job, just mostly streaming, which is okay, but you know, streaming's only so much fun to watch. Made some few pieces of content, but they haven't been that great, so I need to work on getting better content on my channel. That just takes so much time though. Like a 5-minute video is like 2 hours of work for me right now, so you know, that's not so easy. Maybe I have the July holiday coming up, so maybe then I'll do it. Let's see. Namor triple or double threat in your opinion? It's a good question. I'm going to go with double threat. A sub you. Whatever you mean by shout you out, dang, I will do it. Dang, Versace, I shout you out. If that's what you mean, I hope so. And if not, just let me know what it is. It's definitely like a double threat. I think he's going to be a really good attacker. I had the perfect war fight today. It was a Electro on that node that had psychic feedback or psychic thorns, and so he would have been so perfect on that. He just would have been reflecting both Electro's damage and the thorns damage too. Yeah, I don't think he's very good defensively. Right now, Jorge, I've used 0 units, believe it or not. I just haven't done any units yet. I have such a planned schedule that units would sort of throw me out of that schedule. I just ate an Incinerate. That wasn't very smart. And so I'm going to wait really until tomorrow evening. That's when my schedule sort of stops. Oh, nice. Well, thanks, Meister. Yeah, of course. Actually, let me know how Act 6 goes. I was thinking about doing a legend run, but yeah, after watching KT and seeing how hard it is, like, I think I would want to be able to do a legend run in 12 hours or less. Like 12 hours of playing this game in a row. I'm not even sure really if I could pull it off, to be honest, but it would be doable, an interesting challenge. I'm a little worried it's like a 16, 20 hour, especially with my skill, and that would be just way too much. I would just couldn't handle that much of this game at one time. So yeah, I'm definitely going to just start playing Act 6, and also have expiring revives and 30% boosts coming up in the next like 3 to 7 days. So I don't think I could get my plan ready enough in that time, and I don't want to have those things go to waste. So it's just probably the better decision, and it'll be more fun, I think, in the end. I think, you know, the Legends run would have been cool. Actually, I would have liked to have done it for Act 6.1 because that content didn't feel too bad to me. I think I had good champions for it, and yeah, no, it would have been all right, and I think I could have done it quick enough to at least get in the top 100. But this one, I think I probably could get top 100 just because, you know, I don't think that many people are going to do it, and just being able to finish it probably, you know, one run will get you top 100. What do you get if you do a Legends run? It's not that great. Like the top 5 get really good stuff. I think you get some mystery champ. No one knows who it is. I think you get either 5-star or the 6-star of that. I can't remember. And you get really good rewards, like big T4 base, Tier 5 basic, maybe a couple of Tier 4 alphas. Oh, thanks, Dang. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the frENZOne. And then if you're like top 40, you get the champion too. I think 1 star less than whatever the top 5 gets him. And you get half the rewards. And then after that, you don't get the champion, but you get like half of a Tier 5 basic and a Tier 2 alpha, which, to be honest, for all of the work will be just way too much. Ooh, Silver Surfer. I bet you're right, Tim. I actually hadn't really thought about who would it be, but yeah, I can't imagine that would make a lot of sense. Dang, not particularly new. So this is episode 74. I mean, to be honest, I probably started like a year ago. Like if you search my videos, you'll see like the world's worst fighting when I was like a pretty average fighter, and I went into like a war video with my like 4-star Gwenpool and my 4-star Captain America World War II, and then got killed by Storm. But then after that, I really didn't do much. And then I guess about 2-3 months ago, I've been trying to do a stream a day, but not quite. And I've had a couple little gaps in between. So I would guess 3 months I've sort of come back to be a serious streamer, 4 months. And yeah, it's been great. I actually really like doing it. It's a little hard sometimes to balance, you know, the game, the stream, you know, working, sports, you know, social life, but it adds a really cool element that I really appreciate a lot. Just being able to, you know, hang out with other MCOC players on stream, and yeah, it's sort of like the same thing the way you watch. Like I used to watch a lot of streams that I played the game. Now I'm basically streaming as I play the game, so it's sort of what would you say? 10 of one, metric dozen of another, as we say here in New York. Either that or the NYCC award. I mean, I don't have a chance of getting to the what you call it, to the final round, or even one of the sub-final rounds. But I do dream that would be amazing if I could get up on stage, or anyone from For Loki. I really hope Pete does, to be honest, or Dreamin', just because Dreamin's like, you know, the evil person in wrestling. What kind of job? I sort of elusive on my job, Jorge, just because I like to try to keep that private. Like, no one at work knows that I play this game like this much, and I think they would be pretty shocked if they find out. So, you know, I work for a Swiss company, obviously, and it's English speaking, owned by two Swiss brothers, and that's sort of the extent of what I talk about my job. It's sort of interesting. Here's just a little cultural fact. Like, Swiss don't talk much about their jobs. Like when I'm half American, so of course when I'm in the States, like, your question is always like, what do you do? I mean, you always ask that of everyone you meet, but you really don't ask that of anyone in Switzerland. It's just not a really rude question. I don't know. It's just the culture. No one really asks that or talk about work when they're not at work. And so, I mean, I don't mind you asking me at all, Jorge, don't get me wrong. My American side is more dominant than my Swiss, so I'm totally used to that question. Do I know Seaton, Man of Legend? Not really, dang. I actually never met him. The YouTuber I feel like most closely aligned with is KT, and so I don't know if KT would say the same about me, though. So KT actually visited my stream a few times before he started streaming. And it was just funny. One day he was in the stream, and I was just talking with him, and we're talking about endgame alliances. I was saying how, like, some of the like really good alliances, like, were doing something really suspicious. I can't remember what it was at the time, but, you know, they were either like fixing matches or coordinating or doing something. And I was like, yeah, there's something really sneaky about MNG and NY718. He's like, oh, I'm in NY718. So our relationship got off to a rocky start because I insulted him, but it was all in good fun. Hello, Max. So I would like to do a meetup with him. I'd like to get a European meetup going. Like, obviously, Seaton did a few a long time ago, but there hasn't been one for a really long time. He's in Manchester. Manchester's an easy flight for me from Geneva, so yeah, I wouldn't mind doing one sometime. I mean, it's really, he would provide the star power. I would just provide, like, another person who happens to YouTube who would be there. Yeah, I know, Tim. I don't like that in NYCC, the tournament. I think the biggest change you need to make is they need to make the timer 3 minutes. 2 minutes is just too short. I mean, the extra minute is not going to, like, take that much time, and you have like 10 games playing, so, you know, it's like 10 minutes each. No, 10 so it's 10 minutes more, and you might as well make it last and be a little more fun, and then be so much more skill based. Oh man, thanks Ricochet. 4 months ago, okay, so maybe it's been about 4 months that I've been serious about YouTubing. You know, boy, time flies. It's like, you know, next thing you know, you're like dead. Not sure why Americans are so obsessed about work. But yet so private about income. Yeah, you know, again, just like many people in this world, I always feel conflicted in cultures because, you know, I've been living in Switzerland for a decade now, and yeah, and then being from the States for a lot of my life too. My dad lives in Chile. You know, has lived there for 15 years, so I go there a lot. You know, it's all these different cultures. They all have like their funny idiosyncrasies, and yeah, I mean, it's just what they are. Who knows why, the rhyme or reason. Ooh, you know Seaton personally? Ah, nice. Yeah, you know, he was actually the original YouTuber I followed. He's the one who like taught me how to play this game, to be honest. Like, I remember playing this game for the first time. I had no idea what I was doing, no idea. And then I started watching Seaton's. I mean, he's where I learned about Scarlet Witch. He's like, oh, Scarlet Witch is a good character and why. And so, yeah, it's definitely him. And then Joel Lyon discovered. And then Dorky Diggy Dave. And then for a long time, I didn't watch Brian at all. I would hear about Brian Grant, but I never ever watched his stream. I don't know why. No reason again. I was just a huge Seaton fan. But then once I discovered Brian, I definitely watched him a lot and still continue to watch him. And it's sort of my a little bit of my motivation to get into For Loki. But ironically, now I'm in For Loki. I mean, you know, he certainly knows who I am, but you know, he's close to a few of the players here, but I'm really close with my battle group, like Panaman Pete and Dreamin' and Taters and Rampage and all those guys. Just like it's such a big alliance. Like every alliance is 30 people, and it's almost like so there's some people I rarely interact with just because they're not in my battle group. But then of course my battle group I interact with all the time. I don't know. I just love my battle group. BG3, absolutely the best battle group in frLoki, without a doubt. Let's see. Their Seat and Dork lessons were the first 2 channels I found. Seems everyone has something special about them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. They were just fun to watch. I mean, and I always did like Seaton. I mean, he has this sort of what you call it, like tongue-in-cheek approach to the game, and he definitely has sort of a young man's feeling. And I don't know, it reminds me exactly what a 20-year-old playing a video game should be like, and that was always really fun to watch. And yeah, and he was really good too, and so I appreciated all the strategy he gave on the game too. Is always very helpful and helped me progress a lot. And Dave too. I mean, Dave was just like, yeah, he's a superstar when it comes to making videos. I mean, he's like my idol when it comes to making content, just because he does such a good job with it. Yeah, exactly. KT, crazy skill, crazy. I mean, he's really come on. Like, I've always thought if you want to be a really good YouTuber, you have to have some niche. You have to have something that sets you apart. Like, I'm just another one of like 50 people who just stream Arena, which yeah, fine, it's good to come and hang out, but exactly, just someone you drink a beer with is exactly right. Not anything you're really gonna go to learn much from. But yeah, I mean, KT, he's really figured out how to make a good channel. He must put so much work into it too. I can't imagine, just because he's always streaming and he's putting out some great content too. It just seems like it takes so long. I think of going, no, not even close, Max. I could never do it. I mean, I have like 130 subs. I think to even consider going full-time YouTube, yeah, I would say, I don't know what would be a good number. I'd say at least 10,000 would be what you want to start at, and then really 50,000. I'm not even sure what type of money you make with that. So reading the rules of YouTube, so it wouldn't be even until 5,000 subs I would start making money, I think. But I'm definitely not doing it for the money, or even as a career choice. But yeah, it's just, as I said, it's just a fun way to experience the game. Just saw people doing it, looks super cool, and then yeah, I was like, oh, I'll try myself, and yeah, I like doing it. Oops, my reflector just died. It happens at least once a stream, so just hang on for 1 second. I'll still be here. Just gotta restart the reflector. The reflector's nice just because you don't have to use any cables to attach your device to your computer, but it has the unfortunate problem where it stops. So let's just get it back on. It just take a minute. Let's see, and then we'll reset. Okay, back alive, and just adjust all my windows. Whoops. And then I'll be ready. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sometimes you grab the window, it shrinks in size as opposed to doing it. As we're seating before he had 1,000 subs, nice. I was had big, nice conversations. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I was talking with Dang here. He's like, oh, only a few subs or a few people watching. And yeah, of course, I'd be flattered and honored to have 100 people watching my channel, and that'd be like a great ego boost. But on the other hand, yeah, you say goodbye to conversations. Even when I was with even when I've had 20 or 30 people in here on those rare occasions, I mean, you definitely lose track of the chat really easily, and so you're playing the game along and trying to chat, but you start losing it and not being able to keep up with everything. So yeah, it's a mixed blessing having a lot of subs, but I definitely think it's sort of an exponential growth. Once you get 1,000, and obviously your channel has something that's interesting, like Panda Man Pete's a good example. He's just such a good player that people want to come on and watch him play. And so he always has 50 or 60 people. Same with Cade, and so they've done well for themselves. And so yeah, that's about the right number I would like to shoot for. Having 10,000 subscribers, that may be a lot, might be too ambitious. And then having 30, 40 people on this stream at any one time. See, Derek, what software? Sorry, let me finish this fight and I'll read your chat. Still not quite good enough. That's the thing I like about BG and what he's so good about. He plays the game one-handed, so he can like read the chat and just do all the other stuff. So I mean, not only is he good at the game, but he's like really figured out a way to like incorporate his gameplay into his streaming. Software tech, would someone need to get started? You know, it's surprisingly easy, and I was shocked. So you need the program OBS, which is totally free. I just searched OBS. I have a Mac. I went with the Reflector, which is it's a software program that mirrors your device on your computer. That costs 15 francs, so really affordable. The camera is built into I have a desktop Mac, and the mic is built into it too. So for me, it cost all of 15 francs, which is about $15 US to get started. And so, yeah, it's I mean, I'm sure I could make it a lot more professional if I, got a little better camera. Like the camera angle is a little weird because it's up on the top of my computer, so it's looking down. So I feel like most of the time you're just looking at the top of my head, which I guess can't be too amazing. I mean, yeah, again, for free, it's fine. And the mic, I listen to my playbacks. I try to listen back to one a week and see. The mic sounds surprisingly good, to be honest. I thought it wouldn't be so great being a computer mic, but yeah, it definitely works. So I still see it as an in-game friend. Wow, that's awesome. That's definitely a rare honor right there. Yeah, he seems. Yeah, I mean, I bet I feel like he'd be super fun person to have an alliance with, just because I can imagine like the way he's chatting in alliance. But he might be like Brian, where again, like Brian, he definitely chats and is cool to have in this alliance, but you can tell like he's like focused on being outside the alliance more than anything else. And again, he's also like a lot closer with other people than he is with me, because in 30 people you can only be close with a few. You're promoted to mods on Steam channel. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, that's super cool. Yeah, I've always like wanted to have that happen to me too. Because yeah, it's just you're being recognized by someone who's a really good player in the game. Just like if you happen to know someone who's good in sports, like Michael Jordan, or someone like that, and they consider you a friend. I mean, they're real people. They have to have friends too, who they want to talk to and hang out with. So no, I think that's awesome. It's good. I always like, as you saw in my last streams, I always like having my all-women team together in a. Ooh, that's a 4-star. The 4-star starts sneaking in there. Yeah, to be careful. Okay, those guys are still on cooldown. They should be on at 1900, so an hour away. She should be perfect. So I should finish up my 5 stars and then be able to move right into my 6 stars. Let's see. Just taking a look at chat. Doesn't look like anything too exciting. So soon I'll be open up in Alliance Quest. I'm going to play those. I need to finish up my path. Taters needs to free a void for me first. Oh, I hate fighting void. So you're liable to watch me get absolutely crushed by him. And then after that I can turn suicides back on, which I'm really excited about. And then I'll make the grind that much quicker. It's not so bad now. I sort of have on a arena friendly, AQ friendly, which is just having lots of points in glass cannon and also in the courage mastery, and then of course I have a lot of deep wounds just because I'm running Blade and Nick Fury in arena. I'm not arena, Alliance Quest, and it seems to work pretty well for both of them. Of course, Suicides is much better, and I think you get a little more points with Suicides, I think, per arena fight, just because your PI gets bumped up a little, but it's probably not enough to really make a huge difference. And I just get sort of sick of having to switch back and forth, so if I can avoid doing that a few times, then all the better. Yeah, Alliance Quest really gets in the way of grinding in some ways, just because, yeah, mostly because of the mastery setup. Like if I could run like my Mega Red Ghost and my Mega Red Corvus team, I wouldn't worry about it all. But this path is definitely much better suited. I got the Do You Bleed path, and Nick Fury, absolute MVP. Like he makes it so much easier. Nope, not clear yet. It should be clear soon. So yeah, it takes me about an hour and 30 minutes, maybe a little less, to go through all my 5 stars. I realized that, every glory store I could probably get 10 of the tier 4 basic no, 10, I could buy 10, which would be, there's 10 halves, so I could buy 5. I feel like I'm a little behind in my rank ups, to be honest. I mean, I have a lot of rank 3, 5 stars, but this grind has sort of shown me I wouldn't mind having more, and even more critical than that is having some more rank 5, 4 stars, just because, you know, I can get about 500,000 points out of running them. So if I double that number, it'd be great if I could get 1,000,000 points, and could almost be doing like a more or less continuous grind, because if I had double them, it'd probably take me about 2 hours, so then they'd be refreshed. So I could just like keep on circulating through my 4 stars. I mean, that might be too crazy and insane, but that's sort of what I've been thinking about. But yeah, that might be too much, and I dislike how many tier 4 class catalysts it takes to rank up a 4 star, to be honest. Like 8, that's a huge amount. I mean, it's half of your stash, more than half of your stash. Seems like that should change. Seems like they should make it, I would say, like almost like the same as the 5 stars, like 2 and 4. I mean, that seems much more reasonable. Even 6 seems a little high. Maybe 1 and 3 might be reasonable at this point in the game. You know, it's like I don't know how we did it when we were first playing the game, like how we got rank 5, 4 stars. It just seems like to get that many tier 4 alpha, it must have taken like months upon months. I mean, even now, I don't feel like I would have that many that often, like to do a bunch of rank ups for a rank 4. It's sort of ironic, like you can take a rank 5 star to rank 4 for, was it 10, 2, 4, 6? No, it's 12, compared to 8. Yeah, it seems like the scaling is off there. And I know they maybe try to compensate with a tier 1 basic, tier 1 alpha, but I mean, that's such an easy resource to get now. I mean, I always feel like I have like 20 of those in the overflow. So yeah, time to rescale that. I'm surprised I haven't thought about that. Maybe it's time for a forum post. Let's see what happens. I like trying to do forum posts every now and then just to get my name out there. And see, maybe I'll make a Seaton-esque rant video. Just kidding. I don't know if I could really rant. I'd have to figure out a good way of presenting that point. It'd be a nice video and people would want to watch it as opposed to just yelling at kabam. Yeah, that would just be maybe an interesting thing to make some content about. Always trying to think of interesting things to make content, but then after you think about it, you have to make it, which is definitely the harder of the 2 steps. As I said, maybe once I get good. I've been using iMovie to make them, which works amazingly well. Again, incredible for an absolutely free program. And so what content I made seems to be okay, just because, again, that program does a pretty good job of allowing you to put everything together. It is interesting making a movie, I must say, compared to streaming, because, you know, I like take several takes with my voice just to try to say everything I want correctly and make sure it's not like mumbled or it can be heard. And so, you know, you actually feel like a real like movie producer in a way, making it, because you're, you know, caring about all those things like people who really make movies care about. So it's sort of fun. I just wish it didn't take so long. Yeah, the editing of the movies and the you know, getting all the different tracks, you know, between the voice and like having background music and all those things. Yeah, it's a fair bit of work. Let's see. Yeah, streak 169, so I don't think I'll quite hit 200, so I'm looking at only a 500 streak. It seems like, well, I guess I got to count on the refreshes too. So I think about the refreshes, so I think it's about 100 minutes per 10 million if we're refreshing 6 stars. So let's say I can get to like 55 million without refreshes. So that's going to be 3, but again, I'll be able to do some 5-star refreshing too. And so that's about half the price of a 6-star. And so that'll be pretty good. But yeah, I want to count on about 6 hours of refresh timing where I have to play to get the points I need. So I have to calculate that all in. A little weird. I think I'm going to do about 2 hours of it tomorrow evening and then 4 hours on the last day. It's a little risky letting it wait until last day, but if something happened like the game crashed and shut down, oh my god, it might be the first time I ever would be irate at this game, to be honest. That would be so disappointing if that happened. I guess the only good thing is I wouldn't have used any refreshes, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how Kabam would deal with that. I think they deal with it like they always do. They just sort of say they're sorry, and yeah, I know this. It's not like they intentionally do that, and I guess they have to be careful. They can't just like give everyone who's grinding for them the champion too. But yeah, it's just one of those things that'd be really unfortunate. I'm surprised we haven't gotten any compensation on map 7. I mean, I definitely had one of those crazy paths the first week, that node with the really hard can't stop won't stop, and I mean it actually in the end didn't take me so many units, but it just took me forever to get through it, just because I kept on having to time out with my Corvus. I'd fight for 30 seconds and then time out and then go in again and then do that 5 times, so it took like 20 minutes, those fights. So it's incredibly annoying, but a few people have to use a lot of items, and so you think when they do some content in the game that's too much, they would give a little bit of compensation. I mean, that'd be nice. I feel like it's just one of those things that it's just sort of like the nice thing to do, you know. I don't know if it would make up for anything, or you know, really be like, I guess you could give exactly the items get back if you really wanted to, but then you'd have to look at everyone who play that map and that path and figure it all out. That might be too much, but just be a good gesture, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Be a nice way of just saying, oh yeah, we understand this was too hard, here's a little something. And they've done that before, and I've always appreciated that when they've done that. Just think it builds good relationships with the players. I mean, you know, especially since, I mean, the game generates a lot of money from a lot of players too, so it's, you know, it's definitely something where you'd want to show good customer service, I feel. But yeah, I'm usually not too bothered by how they run the game. 17 mil, nice. 17 mil in under 24 hours. An hour to spare still. Can we get to 18 mil? That'd be pretty cool if we get to 18 mil. Then I'd be on a pace for, what would that be? 3 times 18, that's 54 million. So right now I'm on a 51 million pace. Is that right? 3 times 15? Yeah. 17, I mean. Yeah, 54 million without using any units. I mean, it's not a bad score. It's definitely like in the realm of Nick Fury and like sort of like, I would say, medium hyped champions in this game. You know, I wish I had more time to like pick up the Diablos, as Tim was saying earlier, and other champions like that when I knew they're going low. But this is just more of a time factor than anything else. Just was lucky I got these days off. I worked yesterday, but now I have today, tomorrow, and Thursday off to do this grind, so it worked out well for me. And Namor's really worth it. I mean, just fun champion it looks like, but it's prestige. The prestige is just too crazy, so that's going to make him super fun. I need to get some higher prestige. You know, I'm just above 10.5 thousand, which, you know, for a endgame alliance is sort of at the minimum right now, so I really need to get it up just a little bit higher. You know, I wouldn't mind like 10.55 at least, maybe even like touching close to 10.6. I mean, that's sort of like the theoretical maximum for a while until we start getting, I know a couple of people have 6-star champions rank 2 that are above the Thor Ragnarok level, but still ways away from most people. And so yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Looks like Cam's gonna take the Iceman that I couldn't kill with my ghost, and then they'll be able to do the mini fights. I feel bad. I really didn't do very well in war this time, and I don't know if, well, again, because of this grind, it's like it's sort of sucking all my like energy into this game, so I really don't have anything else I'm focusing on really well, so I always get hit by the end of that SP1 a lot of times. It just sort of catches me because you really have to evade it. Same with like Juggernaut. I mean, it's really like the same Juggernaut animation. Pete, TK, can you take Stab of Havoc? No items though. Let's see, Cam. Let me just right back to him. Oh, maybe I can. Let me just go look at what I'm gonna do this final fight. Do I have one character alive? I think I do. Or I let them all die to Iceman. I think I just foolishly threw them against him. You know, he had Biohazard. Let me take a look. Oh, I might have Vision left. Actually, Vision would be perfect against him. Is that the champion? No, I've seen it Supreme. I wonder how he'll be against Havoc. I feel like terrible, but let's go take a look and see after this fight what's going on. Oh, totally did dodge that right. That's not an omen of my fight against Void and Alliance Quest. I just gotta remember to block it. Like, I get so... You always try to dodge specials all the time, but you can always block them too. I mean, you take damage, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, let's go take a look at Alliance War just real quick and see what's going on there. See if I can be of any use other than dying quickly. Just refresh these guys, and let's see what's going on. So we're playing Omni, which usually is a fun battle, but again, it's pretty low-key during the seasons here. Let's see here what's happening. Let's do it with this Iceman. Where's the Havoc he's talking about? Is that the Havoc? That's Brett. Where's the Havoc? Oh, there he is. Yeah, I'll say sure too. Sure. I have about 50% with Submit Supreme. Okay. Is that... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we haven't even cleared the bosses in the last couple of war fights. So we've been winning, surprisingly. Again, just because I think no one else really cares too much. Science Arena Battle. Let's see if I made top 10. Answer is... Boy, it's crazy. Like, I don't know what it takes to get, like, high in these. I mean, I'm playing a lot of Arena, obviously, but only 11 to 20% still. Back to Arena. Speaking of Arena, actually, let's go looking on Alliance Quest. Taters is running about 11 minutes over his estimated time. Let's see how we're doing here. Oh, he's open. Okay. And I got 5 health. Nice. Okay, let's go in with Blade. Hey, KT. What's going on? Good to see you around again. I totes suck, though. No way, KT. You are the #1 player right now, and I don't say that as a jest. I think everyone is pretty much thinking that you, especially as far as the YouTube world goes. Man, content's so good, so good. Been thinking a lot about your Quake discussion that you had today. You're making me psyched, very psyched up to try to play Quake and take her up. Okay, get ready for a terrible fight. Let me just check something. I think I have a plus 200% boost that's expiring. Hi, Yuki. Well, thank you very much for stopping in and saying hello. Mostly just grinding, trying to get Namor at 17 million now. About to finish my first 24 hours of Arena, so on track. Definitely going to have to use some refreshes. Yeah, look at that. That 200% is expiring. Perfect. I got Nick Fury and Blade coming up, so let's do it. Let's have some fun. Nothing like putting a 200% in. Oh, I hate this fight so much. I always screw it up. I still have like traumatic stress from when he was the map 6 like mini boss. Ooh, look at that boost I was doing for item use. So that's the only reason I have an XP boost. So I hope everyone doesn't think I'm like crazy for running an XP boost. Like I still think there's XP in the game. There's not. I just had like 10 in my stash from opening up some Arena boost crystals. Okay, greater skill power. Boy, this SP2 is going to wreck him. So that's usually my plan, is just to get to my SP2 and throw that and just try to absolutely wreck him with it. Missed a parry. It's off to a bad start. Okay, we'll wait till get this. Okay, got the buff. Goodbye, buff. Hello, SP2. Okay, it should gain back a lot of power. Good, another SP2. Let's go. And there it is. Oh man, that 200% boost is so sweet. It just, yeah, made that fight almost too easy. The new CM, Captain Marvel. Oh man, I bet. Because is it, what is your path that you're running? All or nothing? Oh, okay. That's exactly. I know that's the best thing, when you can just absolutely crush them before they can do anything. Yes, definitely some nodes that are giving people trouble in these. Actually, sort of like the new AQ. I like more challenging content. I feel like it's really at my limit as far as like fights go. So this is a can't bleed one, and so basically all I do is just keep on using my 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 SP1, my 5-hit combo and then light, and just absolutely does it a lot of damage. Yeah, I really want her to. I mean, she is like a tank, and she has amazing prestige. So it's like super win-win in this world. I'm about to go into my form. Look at that. That damage would double once he gets into his other form. His life model decoy is gone. Oh boy. SP2 time. Hopefully I can get a lot of power back. You gotta watch out for her her regen. It always sneaks up on me when you're least expected. Yeah, there it is. Just sort of playing for it, so I don't know why I did that. Meant to do a combo. There he is. And that's the end of her. Medusa's a featured 5-star coming up next. I was wondering who it would be. I mean, I have her. She's a great champion, though. I mean, if I didn't, I would definitely be getting her. I'm so thankful she isn't, though. I feel so much pressure to get her. Okay, hopefully Rampage comes on before this fight, before I lose that boost. How much more time do I have on that boost? I have 47 minutes. Okay. Let me just send a quick chat line to Rampage. He's my partner, my lane partner. I love my lane partners. I always have such good ones. Clear in EQ. Hello, PP. Good morning to you. Bonjour. Guten Morgen. Yep, just really doing arena right now. And so that's exactly where I'm going now. And then hopefully I can jump back here into Alliance Quest and finish up my lane. I go for Darkhawk. Oh, I love Darkhawk so much. Not only is he the most beautiful character in the game, I love his animations. Like the pink shielding that goes with his like purple and dark gray suit. Oh, so beautiful. He's super, super fun to play too. It's just an awesome character. And so yeah, I really like him a lot. I was really tempted to make him my next R5, but then I went, what's his name? Champion, just because I wanted to get some prestige, and he was an easy prestige rank up. Just had to put 50 cosmic stones in him, and he was already at rank 4, so it was not a very hard decision to do that. Get my all-women arena team in here. Yeah, I want to be able to finish up Alliance Quest because I can turn Suicides back on. So as I said before in this, I'm sure all of you have heard, but I'm running sort of what I call like a quasi arena, but good for Alliance Quest. Hello, DJ. Welcome to the stream today. Glad to see you here. Yeah, I'm really excited. So DJ's made a trivia time thumbnail for me, or for in the game, where I can, he's been doing trivia with me, which is great. And but now we have a picture trivia. But I won't be able to do it today just because I'm focusing so much on arena. But in the next, as soon as this grind is over, we'll have picture trivia time. You have 2 5-star tech gems, let's see, in the stash. Figure Ghost, Starkey, Darkhawk, Starlord. If when, yeah, I know. It's always the pulling these characters now. That's why I feel a little bit about Namor. Quake like a balls or iron cell. No. So much pressure, KT. You're killing me. Okay, I'm gonna try to play good Quake style. I won't do like Dreamin' gets so mad because I always play Ghost that's like normal arena style. Let's see. Now look at that. So far so good. But it always gets more problematic once I get backed up in the corner. For some reason I always freak out when I get back in the corner. I sort of like lose my concentration. See, that's a weird thing, is I always get freaked out too by the concussion because I'm not sure when her evades end and when they begin. Oof. Okay, I hope that was good enough to keep you as a sub KT. If not, I'm sorry. Yeah, she's To me, you say exhilarating, I say nerve-wracking. I just get so nervous the whole time playing with her. She's just, I feel like I'm always right on the edge of getting just beaten. But you're right, I've forgotten about that part of her. It's like when she does that concussion, they evade. I always really have trouble with that because I'm in the edge and she's evading, but I'm not sure when the evade ends. I can't parry. I have to spend some time figuring that out because, yeah, obviously, you saw here I got totally hit. You want Quake? Yeah, I think everyone wants Quake. I remember when she first came out, she was such a cool, different champion, but no one really knew what to do with her, to be honest. She, everyone was like, it's sort of interesting, her ability, but no one really saw like how good it was and how useful it was. I think, I don't know, then you start slowly hearing about some Quake players, but nothing too much. And then a long time ago, there's like a big war between, not war, but like Seaton and someone else got a big argument, like, and Seaton really went after him too, because I guess Seaton put out a tier list, and this person put out their video and really called out Seaton and said, you've made a big mistake. Ghost is absolutely the best. And then Seaton sort of did a rebuttal video, and he was pretty agitated by by the video that was made about his ideas. And so yeah, I think that might have been the first time that Ghost sort of got the spotlight. But now, like every alliance knows, you have to have a few good Ghost players. I mean, like Ghost Quake players, because yeah, I mean, so effective against some nodes where they absolutely save the day. KT, everyone's clamoring for KT versus Dork Lessons, Quake and Bake Off. Ooh, I got the person you need to Quake and Bake Off against. So there's a guy in I stream who streams every now and then. It's actually, if you can believe it, a smaller streamer than me named Dap the Great. He's super cool and an amazingly good Quake player. I mean, there's an R5 SIG 200 thing on any path in Alliance War. We send them in. Though he did have one of the most ridiculed deaths in For Loki. It was a war we weren't even trying that hard. It's in season 9, I'm sure. And again, we're just playing a boostless, itemless. But he had an Electro on the path, and he just messed up just a little bit. And of course, got hit with a bleed. He had suicides on. I think it's because he thought he could parry her, but he had suicides on, so he forgot that she breaks down defensive ability, especially since she's a science. And so he thought he had parry and started quaking, and then she was still able to hit him and cause him to bleed, and then he like died instantly. And he posted a video of it too. No, he did it on live stream. That's right. He did it as on the live stream. Of course, then Dreamin was watching, and Dreamin made fun of him for at least a month. And yeah, that's the danger. It's the danger for Loki. Is you have Dreamin who will gladly point out your mistakes for a long time when you make them. I always have Quake on my team for questing and Alliance Quest. Yeah, I'm feeling the pressure of becoming a Quake player, and so I think it's going to happen. She might be moving up the list. Maybe it's Namor, then Quake. I really don't have who the next champion is I'm going to rank up. The only thing I a little bit worry about is I just need her to be really useful. Like, it seems like she's really useful in Alliance Quest, not Alliance Quest, in like Act 6, which is awesome, but like, I don't think anyone would trust me, just like they wouldn't trust me in Alliance War to be the Ghost player. I'm definitely the Vision Void player. That's my specialty, I would say. So yeah, if I rank her up, yeah, well, I guess I should. As I said, I ranked 5 Ghosts just to play with her because I thought she's super fun. I've had a great time. So probably be the same with Quake. She actually was always in the back of my mind, even from a long time ago, because her prestige was so good, and she was a pretty good defender too. And so, yeah, she's been on the list of rank ups for probably like, however long she's been out. When she came out, 2016, 2017, probably that long. It's just starting to rain here. I knew we were going to get some afternoon rain. Yeah, I took a big bike ride yesterday after work, so I don't really feel the need. My legs are really tired. Like 2 days I rode with these 2 other guys, and they were just, sometimes you like ride for fun, other times you like ride to kill the other person, and so we were definitely doing that. We both were riding so hard, absolutely trying to crush them. And he's this much smaller guy, probably weighs like 65 kilograms, and I like weighing about 78, 79, so I'm much bigger than he is. So, usually I'm better on the flats than he is, because I can sort of motor And sometimes climbs that aren't really steep, but on the steep climbs she usually crushes me, but not that day. So we do we do 3 really steep climbs, and I managed to beat him on one of them, which is pretty good for me. But so much fun to ride like that sometimes when you're just riding with someone who's going all out and you're going all out. Just incredible workout, but really painful. It's like 3 hours of suffering. Hi, Rob. Just cause on the summer leaderboard. Ooh, am I on the summer leaderboard? I'm not sure where that is. So, what do you mean by summer leaderboard? Like, is it one of these things for highest combos or Fantastic Four, or am I on the or like champions? I was at one point, the highest I've ever been on a leaderboard was number 26 in strongest team. Like at one point I had like more 5 stars, or the same number of 5 stars as anyone else, just because I do my rank up so quick. And after that I've been dropping steadily like a stone ever since. I was in the top 100, but then I slipped out of player rating. Last I looked, I was like 110. Yep, going down. I don't know. I guess I opened up a fair bit of crystals, but I'm not like a crazy crystal opener. I did open a lot for Namor. Though I opened 70 for Namor. Oh yeah. Oh nice. You're in the. I was just looking at the Swiss. Now we gotta go look. I was just looking at the Swiss leaderboard the other day, and trying to see who was ahead of me. I think there's one person on player rating who was in Omni who we're playing now. So I was like, oh, that's really cool. I should figure out who he is. I really would love to do a Swiss meetup. That would be ausgezeichnet, as the German-speaking Swiss would say. I'm not sure what the Italian-speaking Swiss would say. The excellent would the French-speaking Swiss say. Sorry, I always when it's a crystal. You're 66 on global player rating. Man, KT, you're crushing it. 66. That's a pretty good goal right there. Let's see. Let's take a look at. You can see I was right here. Oh, is that you? That's not you at the top. And so this is Switzerland for strongest team. I'm only number 7 in Switzerland. Ah, can't believe it. I got start ranking up more high prestige. I think that's how you get strongest team. I'm not exactly sure. It says enter a quest with your most powerful team. Leaderboards ignore masteries and boosts. I think it's all about prestige. Let's see. I'm going from last in a map 3 AQ group to first. Nice. Yeah, I know that's the way it is, Derek. It's like soon you're top dog, then you're like lowest. Who are you in this? Are you one of these? Let's see. Total base rating. I think I'm number 2. Yep. It's global. 113. Ah, you got me, KT. Need to start getting more champions, more crystals. So there's Clem 1974. There's Der Dame kein Anep. Some crazy German word. Der is like the, no. I'm not sure what the end means. You are second. Is that you in front? Are you Clem 1974? Really psyched to get to meet you, because I was just thinking today I should reach out to this person and find out who he is. And are you actually living here in Switzerland too, or sometimes you end up in like regions, I don't know why, but maybe you're close to him. 66,000. Yep, you got a little bit of ways to go, Derek, but you'll get there. Oh no, it's not you here. Ah, darn! I was hoping you were Clem. I've been wanting to, and we're playing him now. Maybe I'll reach out to him in the war chat and just see if I can figure out who he is and if he's here. I mean, sometimes you're like my iTunes stores. I sort of alternate between Switzerland and the United States just because I have both accounts, but you can see right now it's on the Swiss franc, so it just sort of goes back and forth, because again, I spend enough time in the United States, and I've lived there for a fair bit of my life, and I live here for a fair bit of my life, so I feel very connected to both of the countries. But me at 1 million behind you. Oh, you mean in arena? Okay. I'm so confused, Rob. You'll find that happens to me a lot. I get easily confused by things. You mean in this one right here, in the Namor arena? That's great. What am I, 17.3? I'm pretty happy. 30 minutes left before the first day's over. It's going to be close. Well, I don't think I'm quite going to get to 18 million, and I'm getting closer to my rank 3 5 stars. Here's one of my favorite arena teams coming up. I always have these funny arena teams, but it's the extra large arena. Oh, where's my other guy? Oh no, it's my 6 stars. Got Venom the Duck. Yeah, I usually run this with MODOK, and then I have my extra large team. Guess we can throw in Rhino. No, not overthink this too much. You're in the arena. Good. So you're obviously grinding for him, and that's great. I'll be so psyched to get him. I'm going for 90 million. I mean, I know I'm going to have to do some big time refreshing towards the end, but it would be worth it to get him. And 90 million to me is going to be a safe score. Like, who knows? He might be a little lower, a little higher, but I don't want to risk it at all. I'm clear. Oh, good. I'm clear in AQ. It's good. I got my boost running, so let me just finish up this fight. Go shoot Electro a couple times with my Nick Fury, and then who's left? Last is Hulk. And then, yep, that'll be the end of that. I wonder, since I'm doing 0 damage except for bleed, if that boost actually won't matter at all. So I had an expiring plus 200% boost, which I just used just because it's expiring, and I have Nick Fury for my last couple of fights, and I'm just really curious if it will make a difference against Electro, just because get my route. Route is so powerful. I love the extra damage it does. I really like Cole Obsidian. I know he always took super hyped, and now it seems like he wasn't worth the hype. I have him as a 6 star. If I could awaken him as a 6 star, I would be so psyched. I just think he's such a good champion. Let's just get through these guys. Cole is alright. Yeah, something about him though, I really like him. You know, I'm sort of playing for the future too with 6 stars as well. You know, if I could awaken him, then at some point he has pretty good prestige for a 6 star. So you know, he's one, and I think he sigs really well too, because it helps his ability a lot. Yeah, exactly. So he's fun to play. He's fun to play. Does a lot of damage. Has a cool sig ability. It's worth it. It's worth it both for prestige and for the ability it gives him. So yeah, it's everything you could want in a champion in many ways. And so yeah, I'd be super psyched to get him or to wake him as a 6 star. And yeah, and then rank 2 and play him a whole bunch, and then get him to rank 3, and he'd be a good prestige and a good character. You know, it's like Corvus, of course, would be the dream to get, but I love Corvus in many ways, but I've never been like incredibly psyched on him, just because he has such a limited chance to do damage. So against like really long content, like a Labyrinth of Legend content, he definitely would be an incredibly weak champion, just because of course he'd run out of his charges so quick. And I also think, as like they do like the prove yourself node and all those different things, they make him less less valuable. Let's see, Katia, what is she saying? Hyperion is the second best cosmic? Haha. Hyperion is so much better than Medusa. Is that to me, KT, or is that to oh yeah, I figured it was me about my Corvus trashing. Yeah, I know he's an amazing character, and he's super great. I get that. You know, I just always have my own strange opinions on all these characters, and for a long time I resisted Corvus. And actually, it's only because of his high prestige. It's like, oh, okay, I'm going to rank up Corvus. And then I loved him. I mean, you know, he got me my Legends title. You know, he absolutely, like, crushes a lot of content for me. He does great. He did great on Lion's Quest a lot of times when I was running him. I mean, no doubt, great champion. But yeah, I think if I, like, just on, like, you know, the Enzo fun meter, if I had to choose a character which I'd rather play, whether it was him or Cole, I'd probably choose Cole, and even though I know he's not as good as the player. Okay, Rob, back to work you go. Well, I hope your work is quick, easy, and painless, and you have a good day. Thank you very much for popping in. Yeah, he does save time. I mean, again, I would not want to argue with you whether he was a great champion or not, because I totally agree. I just think Cole seems to be more fun for me. I have every intention of 565 my Hyperion. Yeah, I had that same. It was such a big debate for me between Hyperion. Let me go on Lion's Quest real quick, and Corvus. I remember I was actually in London. I was on business, and I was in the hotel room. I just got my like last tier 5 basic I needed, and yeah, then at the end I was like, okay, I'm going with him because he's better prestige. But I was actually glad I went with him. He definitely helped me a lot in the game. You don't want to argue with me, period? Yeah, probably not. Yeah, I'm sure I'd lose. Like I always lose against Dreamin' and everyone else in any argument about MCOC. My knowledge tends to be more on like my own goofy logic than it is on like real logic. Um, Saw Rebuttal Lags video? No, I haven't. Jeez, he could have won that one. Oh, got you. About I watched what did I watch? Actually, I don't know if I even watched those, to be honest. I sort of saw them and I was reading about them in chat, and everyone had their own opinion. Um, um, yeah, okay, I'll have to go back and watch them because now I'm so curious of what was said. Okay, this is just the Do You Bleed and Limber, and just gotta remember about his SP1 and not get caught by that. So forehead combos with the SP1 and back out. I guess I can always block him too. Don't forget the block. Boy, that does so much big damage. That SP1 is crazy. Okay, we get the SP1. Thank you. And he's dead. Crazy, 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 crazy. So cool a champion. Hyperion, if he wasn't in the game, I wouldn't say he was. It would be a god tier. Cosmic. I don't know. Medusa and Corvus fit the bill. Lag should have changed the parameters of what is the best champion rather than try to throw down on my arguments. He would have won with fan votes. Yeah, it's pretty cool that you two would debate it. I mean, Legacy gets so much grief in my alliance. Every time he posts a video, like the alliance chat just goes crazy. I think because he wasn't for Loki and left on sort of like weird terms, and you know, in general has had some weirdness with alliances and things like that. But you know, I find him an amazingly good player, and I really like watching his videos and his strategy and the way he does things. So and same with you. So I like watching like two of you debate the merits of a champion. I'm sure it'd be amazing, and so I'll definitely watch it. Now I'm so curious about what you each said. Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, sometimes the game comes down to personal preference. Like, you know, I'm the type of player who Captain America Infinity War like fits my style really well. So for me, he might be actually the champion who best fits me. But then, you know, of course, if you can play like those difficult champions like a Ghost or a Quake really well, I mean, then they are going to be the best champions in the game just because of the way they can do things that no one else can do. Let's see. Let's just look at him bleed away. Oh no! Oh my god! Oh, I was so dumb. I wasn't even paying attention. I thought I got the parry, but obviously not, and he just kicked me in the face. Thanks, Rampage. You got here right in time to watch me absolutely get kicked by this Hulk. Oh, I'm so upset. I can't believe I just died there. Well, come on, Blade. You just gotta make him bleed. Yeah, Beardo's awesome. I knew from the very beginning I was gonna love Beardo because I love champions I can just block all day. Yeah, I'm so psyched for him for Act 6 2 KT. I know he looks like one of the absolute MVPs of that. Okay, let's make this guy bleed. Let's get up to my SP1. Oh, look at those slow bleeds. It's gonna take like 20 minutes. Where with what's his name? It took a second with Nick Fury. Bleed, bleed, bleed. Come on, die. Okay, not so bad. Whew. Just squeaked through another alliance quest with items use. Gotta do better though. You know, I was watching the video though. Have you seen the video yet, KT? On what is it? The takedown. Ooh, Thanos is open. Well, we get to look a little extra bonus, a little Thanos fighting. Let's take in Blade because he's the only champion I've left. What's on this node? Champion boost, heal block, okay, aspect of evolution, glide on suicide zone, special chaos inversion. The hacker's dash and dash controls are inverted from the start of the defender's special attack. Ooh, good thing I read that, I would have never known. Okay, so, okay, let's see how it's going. What vid? So there's a vid just posted, I'll put a link into it about the guy who took down Champion with a Symbiote Supreme, level 4. And I think it might be a guy from my old alliance. Okay, let's see if it's backwards. Oh, okay, it is backwards, but I blocked it anyway. Oh, I want to shoot down to my SP2, that would have done more damage. Oh, just want to get his SP1 out. Go your SP1, please. Oh, I did again. I blocked it when I thought I was going to be able to kill him. Okay, let's throw the SP2. Let's see if I remember what this special's like. Okay. Oh, yeah, I can remember it. Okay, well, there's 10% down. Yeah, bonus boss fight, I know. That was a pretty quick and ugly boss fight. 33 hits in. That shows about my skill in this game. Like the idea of Beardo, but the eye always plays him weird. Yeah, I know. I hate when they do that. I hate when they like know you need to like build up kinetic charges or something like that, and they seem to play really strangely passive. Let me just throw in a quick chat to tell the rest of the lines. DNS open. There it is. Meanwhile, I know that Beardo is good, but Void can do the same thing. Yeah, Void has, I mean, he has some unique utility, DJ, there's no doubt about it, which makes him unbelievably cool. Yeah, they both really have their own, like, really cool niche. Like, Beardo, you know, block, a crazy special, too, like, if you need to do just a ton of damage. But, yeah, I really like, and, you know, can shrug off debuffs, you can put the Petrify on, he has all those things. Yeah, I guess I mostly prefer Void just because I'm used to using him in like running 7 with all those regen nodes. But yeah, more and more like I'm more and more using Beardo for things too. But again, both crazily good. Let's go see what's happening in war real quick. Let's go see if we can find this Clem guy and see if we can make contact with fellow Swiss. So I think I'm waiting for Cam to clear this because I can't go into him with my Symbiote Supreme. It's a biohazard node, so Symbiote Supreme would just instantly die. Oh, is there no biohazard? Oh, maybe not. Huh, I thought it was biohazard. Best defense, backup recovery, champion boost. Ah, well, I don't know what I'm waiting here for. Okay, another fight to see. Quake is queen of the science class anyways, that's true. She is queen of the game. For some reason I thought this was I don't know why, was biohazard. Maybe that was the last path. Oh, so silly. Let's see if we can actually kill him. He's going to be eating away with me with his cold snap, which will suck. Ah, oh, bad. Hate cold snap. It's just like unavoidable. I mean, I could go in with health, but it's just nothing I can do. I mean, just even with even with willpower at 3. Oh well, that's the end of my characters. I sort of want to try revive and try with Ghost again. Might be just a big waste, but let's just take a look at my inventory real quick. No, it's like supposed to be a unit-free war, but I don't really need to clear it anyway, so I've been clearing. Okay, never mind. It just seems like a waste. We'll see if anyone wants me to clear him. Let's see. Beardo plays like a slower Groot. No, I don't know if I would say that. I know you don't like him, DJ, but even characters I don't like, I always have to give them their credit when they're good characters. Trying to think who's the quintessential character I don't like who's a good character. It's not really true. I like Omega Red, but I just have difficulty playing with him. So for me, he's like a okay champion, even though I know, again, he's really good. I just always get caught up. I like try to stick real close to whoever I'm fighting with, and I end up getting hit just because I like wait too long. So he always tempts me to like hang out too close all the time. So I find that really problematic. And so yeah, that's I think a good example for me of a character who's really good, but I don't play him particularly well. So to me, he's an okay character. He's one of those characters. Like he actually did a lot of great work for me in against various bosses in 6.1. So I was really psyched to have him. But let's see. Okay, I guess yep. Just back to arena. Just keep on going with the grind. Yeah, actually, I don't want to get too far behind on my pace, just because I have to wake up at midnight or play at midnight to finish out this round. So I better crank through these guys pretty quick. And what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 more rounds, so I still have a fair bit of going. Yeah, no, you think he'd be simple to play, Derek, but he's not. He definitely requires some interesting skill and knowing the pacing of when to use the heavy attacks and when to, have those and which special to fire off when, and whether you want to reactivate your death field after your bleed is finished. using USB 3. It's all pretty complex, and so yeah, he's a good champion because of that. I do like champions that have complexity to them, though I tend not to be very good at them. That's why I like Beardo. Beardo is pretty much like you block, you hit, and you do damage. And so, sort of the same with Emma, though. She's sort of a complex character, too, just because you have to worry about the prowess charges. But I've always said Beardo and Emma are the two characters who I think most fit my style. I want to turn Suicides back on and finish with Alliance Quest. Oh, I'm so sad about that fight. Because I want to be able to get, what's his name, down? Iceman down. Let's see. Actually, I better tell the Alliance that there won't be any help against that Havoc mini. I pledged my support, but that was before I got killed by Iceman. Yeah, I mean, boy, that's just, I mean, 39%, 38% health. You just die. Don't like it. Don't like it at all. I should have really finished it with a ghost, though. This is my own fault. Let's just say, I'll just put in a quick note. I am not going to be any use. Cold Snap killed my last champion against Iceman. You need the crying face for that. Just crying face. Where's crying face? There it is. Crying bear. Seems appropriate. There you go. Okay, and then after this, I'm going to put my Suicides back on because now it's all grinding until Alliance Quest starts up again. But that's not until like 2100, 2130. So I don't have to worry. And I'll be using my 6 stars too, and so it'd be good to have Suicides back on for them. Man, Modok is always such a pain to fight. Oh, it caught me. Caught me with the XP1. It happens to me a lot when I get caught with those XP1s. That was a little better. I'm free to bleed to death. I would not be unhappy. There you go. Yep, another fight down. Now what do I have? 15 minutes before I've done my first 24 hours. Not bad. 17.5. Now, I guess if I hadn't been distracted by Alliance Quest and Alliance War, I could have gotten to 18 million. 54 million pace. Not bad. Totally unitless. And I haven't really been great about my 4 stars too, so I've got to change my masteries. Masteries. Let's go. Boom, recover. And onto a very strong suicide build for the arena. Where are my profiles? I just should be pushing one button, and that should be suicide build, one button, 112 units, done, as opposed to this silliness of having to tap these masteries 5 times. Oh man, some thunder outside. The afternoon storm going. I'm pretty close to my 6 stars refreshing too. Yeah, I gotta get through these 5 stars quick, so I have 8 more rounds. Was about like 2-3 minutes a round. It should put me just about the right time to get my 6 stars. It should be ready to go. It's cruelty. No, for the suicides. At least this build, I just have to go back and forth on my offensive tree. It would be really annoying if I had to like somehow incorporate defense or the proficiency tree too. Just would that would make it really annoying if you have to switch more than one of these categories. Yeah, it's really incredible. Like my war team of Void, Vision, and Stark Spider-Man takes such a different suicide build than like the Alliance Quest team I was running, which was Omega Red, Corvus, and Blade. So one was like a super suicide team, and the other one you didn't want to go anywhere near suicide. So like when I was running both those at the same time and switch back and forth, I was probably doing like 3 or 4 switches a day, which yeah, just took too long. I feel like Assassin's not really needed with suicides too much, but oh well, I'll put it in there, and it'll only help me kill them quicker, which is always good because that's the name of the game now. It's going through this arena quickly. Okay. So let's go. Now we just gotta really concentrate and hammer out arena for a little bit. Let's get my woman team here. Ooh, let's get a different class. There's that Proxima. Now I have a 6-star Duke Proxima. While she might get duped through a crystal, she will never gain any more level than that. That's a hard thing too. Like, I feel like that about Ghost. It's like I pulled a 6-star Ghost, which is amazing. I should not complain at all. I should consider myself the absolute luckiest person in the world. But I have Ghost as a 5-star, rank 5, and so until rank 3s come out, that Ghost is just sort of sitting there waiting. But when eventually we have rank 3s, oh, I'm so excited to have her. I mean, I definitely think that's like #1 character in the game to have, especially as a 6-star. It's gonna be crazy powerful unless if they like built 10 different nodes that counteract her, which I won't be surprised if they did. You know, I don't know, someone was talking about nerfs, maybe it was in one of these streams, and like I think if you were actually going to nerf her, you would just take away the Wasp's synergy, making her special attacks unblockable. I think that'd be a very fair nerf. But I know I'm gonna get in trouble even saying those words of nerf Ghost. I don't know if she's too overpowered. As I've said often in my streams, like her skill you need to play her and the risk that you take playing her, I think matches her level of OP-ness. And so the fact that you just have to play her incredibly well, and you know, like one mistake and you're practically gonna die, I would say that evens out the fact that she can do so much damage and be such a strong character. So I think that's fair. And same with Corvus. I mean, just like I was saying earlier, like, you know, you basically get 20 chances to use Corvus really well. So if the fight goes on, I mean, it's true you can wait out the 45 seconds, and I've had to do that a few times, and of course it's annoying. But I think it sort of evens them out some. Like, if you can't do the fight quickly, or like against like the Prove Yourself node, I mean, there's some interesting counters for him, but it's sort of strange that they're making counters just for one particular champion. Actually, Prove Yourself is just annoying for any champion, to be honest. I have to run that on the first bit of my Alliance Quest pass, and it always drives me crazy. Just takes a long time, and then if you get hit and lose it, oh, it's just so frustrating. I love the way this guy spells his name, Stormbreaker. It's all these accents and crazy letters. Actually, mostly just accents. Yeah, that would be so annoying if I had to do that with a name. Like, I can barely handle all the accents in French or the umlauts in German, you know. I don't know, it just seems like needless extra symbols in the languages. I was watching Sheldor, like DJ turned me on to Sheldor, a streamer he has done some graphics for. Oh, that's pretty cool. He's a Polish streamer, so it looked like most of his stream was in Polish. There's a few English speakers there, but most all Polish. So I wouldn't mind doing I've been thinking about trying to do a German stream, like going to the German forums and posting, just say, hey, come check this out. But I've really committed to the English, and so I don't want to lose people who want to come and hang out with me. I guess I could do it in both languages. That might be like crazy though, and just make it more annoying for everyone. So yep, English seems like this is going to be the language of the stream. And I'd imagine though that most people who are German speakers probably watch English speaking streams, or even the few Swiss players there are probably do the same. They watch streams in English. Seems like the storm's over. I can't hear the rain anymore. You still hear the rumbling of the thunder though. It's good. We've gotten a lot of rain, which hasn't been great for bike riding, but it's always good to have plenty of rain. It just keeps the rivers filled and keeps the farmers happy. Let's see. I got another group of big champions, so I'll wait till those guys come together. Who else should go with Venompool and Luke? Maybe Crossbones. He's pretty good size. I always like putting big characters together too. It's one more of my like just goofy idiosyncrasies as I play Arena. Gotta keep it interesting somehow. 7 minutes left. Oh, we might make it. We might make 18 million. I'd be really psyched. It's on the 54 million pace in 7 minutes. Was that 2 more rounds? 3 more rounds? Maybe. It depends how quickly I kill the Star-Lord. Not very quick. Come on, die, Star-Lord. No, you want to die. Let's SP1 him. Will that kill him? Nope. Okay, it took too long that fight. Not gonna get to my 18 mil in the 24 hours. 5 minutes left. Yeah, no way I'll make it. A bit close though. A little bit of slow playing here and there, but now hopefully this will kill him with the bleeds. No, but pretty quick. I should put a bunch of points in recoil. Sometimes do that in arena as opposed to putting all those points in assassin. That's actually exactly what I should have done. Should put 4 points in assassin. That's more than enough. And put the extra 2 points in arena and recoil, just so my special attacks would be huge. Again, you might as well in arena. It's not like the 10% penalty really is going to affect you too much. Let's see, then my 6 stars will be cooling down. Okay, maybe 5 minutes left. There it is, that 6-star ghost off cooldown, ready to go for arena. I'll be with you soon, so soon. So, boom, boom. Get this big team in. Good, got class advantage. I really like Crossbones. I would, one day consider ranking him 5. Like if I ever get to the point where, rank 5s are just coming in pretty quickly, like once a week, could rank 5 a 5-star. Yeah, he would definitely be one I'd like to do. I think he's just super cool character, and yeah, I love his love the way he builds up furies and then breaks down defensive accuracy. That's why I like Black Widow so much. 10 furies just build up so quick. It just does so much damage once he gets his furies going. It absolutely cuts through their defenses, because after 5, totally shuts them off. Let's see. Good, going quick. Go to 3 minutes, 40 seconds. No, we're not quite making it. I think I have 2 more rounds after this one to get to 18 mil. And so if I had 1 more round, maybe, but not 2. I can't make this guy bleed either, so that's going to slow this whole thing down. Yeah, it's like this, like what you're saying, like, once he starts his regeneration, all of a sudden decides he doesn't want to anymore. Doesn't want to charge into you anymore and get parried. Just gonna turn myself a little bit. Just gotta switch positions since I've been grinding this way for a while. Just need to put my feet up on this exercise ball here. So you just sort of get fixed in these positions and start needing to change. Let's see. Man, it's such a good lunch today. I brought a nice baguette. I walked down to the store just get some fresh air and do some walking. I got myself a baguette, some brie cheese, some roquette, it's a really sharp lettuce, and some and I have some balsamic vinegar. No, it's the best simple sandwich. It's like brie, like you sort of like pour some vinegar on the bread so it gets this bitter, sugary taste, and then the roquette is like really like sharp taste. So good on fresh bread. Oh man, it's just such a simple, good sandwich. So I like 3 little mini sandwiches, which is about 1/3 of the baguette. And then, I'm not sure. I might make some wraps for dinner tonight. Yeah, I should have gone running today, but to be honest, like after 3 pretty hard days of biking in the last 5, I was ready to take a break from exercise. Tomorrow I definitely need to go for at least a run somewhere in this grind. I'm gonna definitely go crazy. This grind is just so intense with just the sitting and playing. I mean, you can look at my streams, and I mean that's the time I've spent on the grind basically. I've spent a little bit of time with my 4 stars. That's the only thing I haven't streamed is my 4-star grinding, but that hasn't been too much. I definitely need to do more of that. Let's see. Okay. Looks like they're cruising through war. That's oh man, they're crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. Let's think about this alliance. I'm definitely like the 30th, the best player in this alliance, but it's like people like Pete and Art, they always take care of the heavy lifting, so I can just do like the easy pass that need to get done and then relax. I might go take a peek and more real quick. Am I gonna miss my time? Okay, 50 seconds left. Yep, just not gonna make it. Maybe. What do I have left? Oh, maybe I'll make it. That'd be incredible. 40 seconds left. Okay, let's go quick. Let's get just one battle in, and I'll do it. Next series. Just no thoughts. Boom, boom. I'm gonna refresh these guys. Okay, you guys are it. Go, go, go. 25 seconds. Okay, there. Get the class advantage. And let's go. Okay. 15 seconds. If I can win this battle in 10 seconds or less, I'll have 18 million in under 24 hours. So we'll do an official time check after the end of this fight. It's not looking good. Missed the parry and got hit. And yep, not looking good at all. Oh well. So almost 18 million in 24 hours. Not bad though. On the 54 million without refreshes. That's my pace right now. And so that's pretty good. Means I'm looking about 35 million in refreshes. Again, if I just went with 6 stars, that'd be 3.5 Odins, which isn't terrible considering, you know, how much I want this champion. And I mean, Dreamin did it. He had tons of boosts. Instead, it took him about 2 Odins, so it's about an Odin and a half more than you could spend. But I mean, he'd saved up boosts forever. He'd never done a feature grind. He had 400 of those 5-star arena boosts that he opened up for. I guess he didn't get a 5-star boost from all the crystals, but you know, probably got a lot of them. And so that refresh saves you about half of the price, because they do the same amount of damage as a 6-star for half the cost. And so that essentially explains it. I mean, his score with 2,000 units, my score would be the same with 3,500 Odins, and so that's a little bit the difference. But I will be able to do that sum. I do have probably about 10 million in those boosts. Each time you run through those boosts, you can get about 1 million points in 15 minutes. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I have that many. But that means I'd have to have 30 of them. No, I definitely don't have that many. So yeah. But it'll help out in the cost some. So maybe we're looking more like about 3 Odins total. There's all the 6 stars. I'm just going to finish up my 5 stars real quick, and then I'll jump into the 6 stars, because the 5 stars I can use again tonight at midnight. Though, what is this? No, this is 7 hours from now. So no, it's going to be 2 a.m. We'll see. We'll see if I get all my 5 stars. At least get the first half of my roster, which has the rank 4s and rank 5s. But I'll try. Maybe if I get a nap in between now and then. So I'll finish this up, eat some dinner, start Alliance Quest, and then that's around 2100, 2130. Maybe I can get like a 2 or 3 an hour sleep in, and then wake up right around midnight for another round. So what time is this? So I'm at 2 hours on the stream. Yeah, it seems about right, because I've done a lot of other things too, besides just do Arena, the Alliance Quest and Alliance War. Looking when they just die. You know, I wish Moon Knight was OP, always OP Moon. What does that mean? Like one of the phases of the moon, like the what you call it, the full moon. I know he gets different utilities, different abilities based on the moons. Midnight would be better for me. Oh yeah, okay. That's true. You'll be around during midnight. It's only 2300 in England then. Oh no, I got the neurotoxin. It's always a bad sign here in Arena. Suicides. But luckily it didn't matter. Don't fall. Ooh, did they? I was wondering what the deals would be. This is the usual like 40 francs for 5. I'll go look at it in a second. Boy, she's such a disappointing character. I mean, I haven't played her yet, and so, you know, I always like want to reserve my own opinion, but Cam did a write-up on her on Reddit, and he posted in our Alliance chat, and then I did watch Legacy's video, and they both basically said the same thing, like, just really complicated build-up to get good damage, and easy to lose, and difficult to play, and so that's too bad. I thought she had a lot of good ideas. I love the idea of the force field. 2 p.m. to late 11 p.m. is okay. 9 p.m. perfect. Okay, yeah, I'm just a slave to whatever schedule these refreshes are on, DJ. So, yeah, we'll just see. Yeah, I guess, but they definitely won't be refreshed until midnight. My first round of 5 stars. I guess maybe people on Alliance doing the refreshes, and our Alliance is really good about hitting refreshes. So yeah, they might be up already a little earlier. I mean, maybe 11 o'clock, 2300. We will see. No, I might just set my alarm for 11:30 and get up then. Oh, it's been sitting in the seat too long. I'm starting to feel stuck to it, like I'm molding into it. I have to stand up. Maybe I'll get some water real quick. I just need to get a little stretch in. 2 hours of sitting in the seat is a long time. Just deal with this pesky Mordo here. I love Rhino because you always can intercept him like that. So I just get absolutely crushed and then parried. So much for all of my talk about the Rhino. Yeah, take that to the next special. And that's the other Mordo. And Mordo is always. I got Google to do that. Google to take care of your time. Yeah, I've just been setting alarms on my iPhone for all the times I want to be ready for these refreshes to occur. Oh man, this is like the annoying champion round. Mordo, and then Ant-Man. I can't remember who the last one is, but if it's Iron Man Infinity War, it'd be the perfect set of annoying champions. I guess I need to throw a special. Okay, throw it please. The only way I know how to dodge the special is to get really far back. If I stay too close for it, I never can quite get the dodge timing right. Okay, get the unstoppable and just go charge in there. Oh, or kill him. If you say, okay, Google, ask questions, you can, it will respond. Ah, I didn't know that. I think he's moving into this voice-activated world or face-activated world. Too much craziness. Okay. Just get this fight done, get some water, and just do a quick, 2-minute stretch. And then resume grinding, and then get to my 6 stars. Okay, perfect. Okay. Nothing I have to worry about in chat. Oh, looks good. Okay, just go grab some water and I'll be right back in a minute. Much needed break right there. Okay. Let's see. How many more rounds do we have? Hopefully 4. Like when I get to Rhino and these guys, I know I'm getting pretty close to the bottom because, yeah, they definitely are the lower parts of my rank 5s. Or rank 5s, my 5-star rank 3s. Let's see, actually, might be one more left. Captain America is, but the other 2 isn't. Look at all these. Skill. Boy, skill's just like the bottom feeders. So these are my last 3 rank 5s, but I'll do Moon Knight just for your Moon Knight pleasure. And then I won't do the next ones just because I'm too scared of getting a death match. Oh boy, if I had a death match. Like when I see hard like that, my heart always stops for a second. Like, oh no, I just got a death match. And death match with these champions is usually the end. I mean, they're just too weak to be able to, even if you play perfectly, you could play a void or something like that, or a blade, and just do too much block damage. Yeah, I'm definitely not obsessed with coffee. I just don't drink coffee at all. Yeah, this game is really one of my few vices. I don't drink alcohol. Heisenberg and Affliction always talking about marijuana, and I don't use that at all. I don't smoke cigarettes. It's one thing I don't know if KT's still hearing that, but yeah, I saw you have a smoke break the other day, and I don't like to moralize, but smoking is bad for you. You should give it up. And if I could help in any way, let me know. I'd be, not that I could do anything, but I'd be happy to encourage you. The support of your friends, I think, is really key when you're trying to get rid of something like cigarette smoking, or if you need to exercise more, or play a video game less. That always makes a big deal. Yeah, I really like tea a lot. mostly like herbal teas, or as you English say, herbal teas. Like I usually have a mint tea or like a lemon ginger tea at night, just to have something like warm, put a little bit of honey in it. I do have a sugar weakness. I like having honey in my tea, and you know, like a nice sugary treat every now and then. Um, but yeah, I'll have black tea in the morning sometimes, but not for the caffeine. I mean, maybe one out of every like 3 or 4 mornings I have a black tea. Just has a good taste to it, especially of course if you like make it English milky tea style, where you like put some honey in it and some milk, and oh man, so good then. It's like dessert tea. You know, it's like a little sugary milky treat that you have in the morning. Okay, on to the 6 stars. We got 36 stars. That's 10 round. Get some big points, and then it's dinner time. It should be great because I'm ready for some dinner. And here they are. The 6 stars right on time. So here's my first 6-star team. Again, I had the same funny teams. Somehow I feel these 3 characters go really good together. Ooh, banana milkshake's so good too. I didn't like that. I have a juicer, and I've been making a lot of juice lately. So like bananas, I put in there. Where I put bananas, oranges, ginger, which gives a really nice spicy taste. Carrots are really good. 1 lemon just to sort of cut through all the sugary taste with a little sour. Or if I have strawberries, that really makes it good. But I just throw those all into the juicer, and man, I get these delicious juices. They're just so good. And so I'll try to make juice once a week, and make about probably like 2 liters of it. And just slowly over the week, have a glass or 2 a day. And yeah, it's just so good, just so delicious. It's so easy to make too. And usually you can get really good deals on like bananas. What do you think of having for tea? It's funny, my friend, she got like this, no, someone gave it to her as a gift. It's like, every month they send her a bunch of teas. So she's been giving me all like the ones she doesn't like at all. So I had one not too long that was amazing. It was a real fruity tea, but it had like grapefruit pieces, and it's really like high quality tea. Like each one comes in the little individual pouches, and it's the type that's in, it's leaf tea. So you have to put it in some type of I don't know what you call it, a tea holder to put in your hot water. But yeah, there's a couple of those sitting in my closet. I need to break those out and have one of those. And I got like a really big teapot, so I can make a nice big batch and have like 4 or 5 cups of tea from one brewing of it. Robius honeybush tea from Africa. Oh no, yeah, Robius is really cool. I have a South African friend. She's always going on and on about Robius because I guess is that where it originated, or that's where it comes, or that's what it is. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I know. I hate when things happen like that, when some place sells them and they stop, and then you're like, no, you just start like forlorn because you can't get it. Here's my next super fun team. I love this team. Wasp, Domino, Ghost. This would be my refresh team. Have you heard of Ketsui Curry? I've not, DJ. Tell me about it. Is it a tea, or is it something else? You have to remember, I live in the land of very little variety of food. The Swiss absolutely do not believe in anything like fun in their food, so it's pretty much just Emmental, cheese, and bread, and that's it. And the village I live in, it's small enough. I mean, we have one sort of market, and the market is, I always forget that she doesn't start phasing. The market is like, not particularly big at all. And so I can get what I need. I mean, there's plenty of things there, but can't get anything exotic. By exotic, I mean like jalapeno peppers. So I have to go to the big city of Lausanne to get those if I want something more exciting to buy in stores. But it's fine. Actually, I'm sort of a simple person. It's curry with chicken rolled in porridge oats. Sounds interesting. Narm. Huh. Sounds good. I always go to England a few times a year, once or twice a year, and I always go to the curry places and get delicious curry. I think England's renowned for its good curry, just because of all the Indian influence you have there. And so, oh man, it does drive me crazy. So good, the food there. Actually, I remember staying in a hotel. Where was I? Is Kensington the right place? Sort of an upscale area of London. in the supermarket right next door had just what am I trying to say? It had sushi in it, and so oh man, I was just having supermarket sushi like 3 times a day. It's so good. Just made the perfect like light lunch slash snack, you know. And they had guys there making it. Oh, it's great. It definitely was. Yeah, I know. When I go there, I always like use. I always search for the best fish and chips places, and so there's one place I found. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's called. I think it's called Poppy's. It was somewhere north of like the Tower Bridge. So my friend and I went there to eat. They had jellied eels there, which I never had before. Oh my god, they are disgusting. The most disgusting thing I've ever eaten in my life. I mean, it really is like jelly. This like clear, horrible tasting jelly and eels. Oh, revolting. It was the way I would describe it. It's so bad. Here's the other person like around with this Bishop. They are Bishop. But the fish and chips are good there. Yeah, I don't like sort of like the run-of-the-mill fish and chips. They're sort of like greasy and just overcooked. But this place, oh my god, super dry, super flaky, just crazily good tasting. And yeah, that was my favorite fish and chips place I found. It was like number 2 or 3 in the fish and chips like rating levels. And so if you're ever in London, you should check it out. It definitely was good stuff. Swiss had military mucilage too. Yeah, I was making it for a while actually. Then I sort of stopped. Just yeah, not just eating box cereal and eggs in the morning generally. It's just one of those things where you always had to do something at night before you went to bed, and I always forget. And so, yeah, you know, the Swiss, they have pretty plain food, but it's perfectly fine and tasty. And again, I think the Swiss part of me really likes the simplicity of that. Like, you know, just like meals with 3 ingredients in is good enough. You don't have to have all this fancy spices and curries and exotic ingredients. You just have cheese and bread, and that's it. I know, and fine. You can easily sustain on that for forever. But I must admit, like going to England and the States is a huge treat for me just because of the variety of food there. Though when I go to the States, oh my land, I feel like every meal I have, I feel like it's like 50,000 calories. It's like so dense. Like here, you know, you go to the bakery and you get like a pan of chocolate. I think to yourself, my God, this thing is just loaded with sugar and butter and calories. But somehow the Americans have figured out how to pack like every morsel of food just with so much calories in them. And so, yeah, it's crazy. When I go there, I'm just like feeling my like self balloon up. Like, you know, I'll go see my mother and sister for like 2 weeks there, and I'll come back like 3 kilograms heavier. It doesn't help that my mom absolutely like insists that we eat all the time in huge meals, like sour and hot stuff. As I burn my mouth, so I can't taste very well. Yeah. I do like spicy foods. I sickly like spicy foods in a way where, you know, I like to try to eat things that are super hot, like you can get in Thai restaurants. Same in so Thai food, I like the spiciness of those. Who else has good spicy food? Sometimes some Mexican food can be really spicy. Yeah, like a nice spicy hot sauce. Not crippling spicy, but just sort of like you can really taste the spice and a little bit of edge to it. But yeah, those are good. Yeah, I can imagine if you had burned your mouth that you'd want something that has a lot of flavor to it so you can taste it better. Yeah, I'm trying to think about dinner. I basically have 2 choices. Well, 3: pasta, pizza. I have a frozen pizza that I usually put like mushrooms and spinach on top of it and some garlic. Or a wrap. Just maybe make some chickpeas, heat them up, put them in a wrap, and add some of that stuff, some of that roquette lying around, and that'll be a good, like, tasty, relatively healthy dinner. For a long time I was a vegetarian, but I haven't been for a while now. But I still try not to eat too much meat. How about vindaloo? Oh yeah, love vindaloo. Love it. It's so good. Yeah, almost any type of Indian food I think is great. I don't know if even I could tell you, like if you quiz me on what exactly is vindaloo, I don't know if I would know. In fact, I know I would not know, but I know I've eaten it and I know I like it. Let's just see what's going on. Okay, let me just make a quick chat you think pineapple belongs in pizza? I don't mind it, but I can't say I would actually intentionally order it. Like if someone said, do you want it? Let me know if I need to finish Iceman, like if I have to. Yeah. No, again, I don't know how seriously we're taking these wars. I think a lot of more than anything, people are just really interested in these fights and trying out these fights. And yeah, today hasn't been exactly my finest as far as like my performance in Lions Quest or War. I blame the grinding. I'm just in such grinding mode right now. I just can't be bothered by too much else in this game. So great. It seems to be the... Oh no, poor Strands, he got something brutal. Yeah, it's always you always feel pretty what you call it, even in the low-key wars, I still feel the stress of them, still feel the obligation. I want to do well, so I'm pretty unhappy about my performance today. I should have definitely won that ghost fight against Iceman. Oh, such a silly mistake. You want to try ghost peppers? I've tried those before. Oh, deadly. I mean, there's like spice, and then there's like crazy spice, and out there, and the crazy spice, they absolutely will destroy your mouth. I mean, I had one not so long ago. It's actually, I think, a Chinese restaurant, because I had something called Ghost Lamb or something like that, which I knew was super, super hot, but I mean, they were not kidding. It's yeah, it was too much. I almost couldn't eat anymore because my mouth was so on fire and in so much pain. So, who do you want? Yeah, I guess Heimdall's best against him because he can get the true strike up and that'll prevent the auto block. Yeah, I'm in Infinity War. Never a fan of him in Arena. Then the Duck, I'm so excited to put him as a 6-star. And I know he doesn't need his Awakening ability, I wouldn't mind it. So I was trying to think, if I got Awakening Gem, let's say July 4th gave you a 6-star Awakening Gem, who would I use it on? So obviously Tech, I'd use Ghost. If I got a skill, definitely Killmonger. If I got a Mutant, or not a Domino, I don't know if I'd have anyone for Mutant really, because I do my Domino. She would have been the choice, but not anymore, so I probably would hold that. Wouldn't mind getting, who would I like to get? Havoc, though he doesn't really need his skill. I guess Namor, if you can, but I'm going to get him as a 5-star, and it needs to be higher Sig, and that's not going to happen for a while. What other? Sinister, doesn't really need it. I think Havoc would probably be the most obvious choice. If I get a Science, maybe Wasp. I might hold it, though I think Wasp is super cool. Cosmic, absolutely cool. Would be great. You're anti-pepperoni pineapple on pizza? Pineapple has anesthetic property and you won't taste as well. Ah, good to know, PB. Okay, that probably explains why I've never been a huge proponent of pineapple on pizza. It does seem a little weird to me. I mean, again, I'm pretty amenable to eating almost any food, and there's hardly any time I would get to food and say, oh, no, I'm not going to eat it, just because I like it all. But there's definitely preferences I have, and I like a real simple pizza, like mushroom and pepperoni, and like sometimes a nice like medium hot pepper, like not jalapeno, then like a banana pepper. It just has just a little bit of kick to it. I think it's the perfect pizza. Unblockable. That is mean of you, Iron Man. Let's give you an unblockable back and see how you like it. Yeah, you didn't like that very much. Yeah, Cosmic Cold, and yeah, what other have I forgotten? Did I say skill, Killmonger? So the ones I would save would be Mutant and maybe Science, and then Mystic. I don't know if I have a good Mystic. I got Jane Foster, and she the only Mystic I have as a 6-star, maybe. No, I got Iron Fist, just equally a bad choice. And so yeah. Oh, Dormammu. Dormammu is interesting. Give me a lemon. I love the. Yeah, Dormammu. I don't know if he'd be worth a Mystic Awakening Gem or not. I'm trying to think who else I would pull to want to use a Mystic on. I mean, he does benefit a lot from his Mystic ability, and it's pretty cool as a defender. But yeah, I think I would hold it too. Oops, chair's flying around here. I'm trying to get antsy from sitting so long. until here's your Doc Ock in action. He's going to be going against Luke Cage. You saw last time you played was good about getting the power lock. That's why I feel like I like playing him, just getting the power lock on really quick, just to then it's so nice when your opponent's power locked. Just really gets the game straightforward. Let's see. I'll check my last feed and see if they need me to clear that Iceman, just because I know we're getting close to the end of war. Let's see. Great, strange. What is it? Stater. Pulled Ant-Man and SH. She-Hulk 7 times as 5-star. That must have been opened up from crystals. Okay. Nothing. So maybe we'll take a look at Warren to see what's happening once I finish this fight. Yeah, I don't like to spend too many breaks with my 5-star, my 6-stars, just because I like them all being refreshed about the same time that way. So I'm just gonna hit him to his block a couple times, get up his oh, it's gonna be close. Which one won? Oh, the power lock did. That's good. That's power locked, and so great. I can just pound at him and not have to worry about him getting to a special 3. Doc Ock, the best champion in the game. Maybe not, but DJ's favorite champ. And as I said, just like me, there's certain champs I like and others that, even though I know they're not great, I still like, and I think that's the cool part of this game. Is you don't have to like only the best champions, the champions that everyone else thinks are the best. That's what makes this game so fun. There's a lot of variety, and for the most part, they've done a good job on these characters. I like Angela. I think she's a really cool champion too. And it wouldn't be the end of the world if she was my best champion. I would definitely enjoy playing with her. I wish her regen was a little stronger. Exactly, Doc Ock, God tier. Yeah, and I think it's cool when people like their own champions. Like some of the content I was making. I remember rating Omega Red not so high, and yeah, a couple of people pointed that out in Reddit comments, like, "What are you doing?" And yeah, same thing. I was like, well, I know he's really good, but for me, he's just okay. But since then, I played with him a lot more, and now I agree, he's an amazing champion, especially in Act 6. Oh boy, he was so good against so many bosses, just absolutely was the hero. He has a Crossbones boss he's really good against. I feel like there's some other bosses really good against too. Iron Fist, he's a character I don't particularly like. Actually, no, I take that back. It's not that I don't like him. He's actually a little too simple. Most of the time I like simple characters. He's errs on the side of being too simple. He really doesn't do anything. Like his counterpart, Luke Cage, I think is amazing. I just love the way he's indestructible and the different, those exhaustion debuffs, speaking of Luke Cage. And so, he's a character that came out exactly the same time, but he's so much better, just a little cooler, just a little more well-designed. Used to be a big part of my Alliance Quest teams for a long time, before I got so many rank 5s. It was him, because I had the Caltrops path in map 6. It was him, Medusa, because I had the Poison Lane, and Iceman, and that was just such a great team. Oh no, Star-Lord. Star-Lord was the other one, just to do damage in the other fights I had. Yeah, I really like that team. I used it for a long time before I got different champions that were better. Okay, trivia time. Name all characters who use guns. Okay. So let's see, we got Gwenpool, all the Deadpools. Just saw the Deadpools. We got Cable, we have Blade, Agent Venom, Crossbones with shotgun. Trying to think. Nick Fury, of course. Did I say Falcon? There's a couple guys with Uzi. Falcon has Uzis too. Of course, War Machine has guns. Domino has a gun. What's his name? Massacre has a gun. He whips out. Ooh, I hate fighting Mystic against. I think Storm's a little better. Bishop, oh yeah, Bishop, awesome. Punisher, nice PP, totally forgot about it. Hello, Muhammad. It's going well. Just on my grind to get Namor. So just about to hit the 20 million mark, which, crazy enough, is only like a quarter of the way there. Actually, less than a quarter. I'm gonna get to 90 million. So this is the end of day 1. So not too bad, and I haven't done any refreshes yet, so yeah, it's going alright. It's long and tedious though, that's for sure. I'm just doing a little trivia time here, trying to name all the characters who have guns. Oh, Winter Soldier, yep. Star-Lord, that's true, he has a laser gun. Nice, PP, yeah, you've got a lot more than I did. Captain Marvel uses finger guns. It's true. Who is the one who, Hood? He really has like a finger gun action though, like, because he shoots his fingers and bullets come out. I don't think you count him because he doesn't actually have a physical gun. How are we doing there, DJ? I feel like this must be a few we've left out, but they don't come to mind. But yeah, it's a pretty good number who has guns. Remember Cable was a big deal because I think he was the first one who used a gun. Is that true? I feel like it can't be true. Like, wasn't Agent Venom and Punisher around before him and Deadpool? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe I don't know where. I remember thinking that or hearing that. Okay, this is always an annoying fight just because he builds up his analysis charges so quick. I'm trying to give it to him too much. Play a little bit conservative. I just hate when he slow plays it. It's like even if you back up twice, you cause him to get analysis charges. Oh, I just ran into that. But look how passive he is. It's just like walking up to me. And oh, he's got the unstoppable. Oh no, stupid Heimdall. Got one, $20.99. Yeah, I was thinking about $20.99. Actually, I wasn't sure if we said one Punisher that counted both Punishers. Yeah, $20.99. He is an annoying gun because you can't really dodge it at all. Same with War Machine. I feel like you should always make the specials dodgeable. Okay, I gotta refresh all these. Should have about two more rounds, either one or two more rounds of 6 stars. Yep, there are. There's the last two right there. And these guys have guns. How about bow and arrow? Rocket. Oh yeah, it's true. Rocket's that's special. Who else have a gun on a special that wouldn't ordinarily have one? Gamora. Gamora has a gun. That's right. She shoots, and so does Moon Knight. So they both have specials with guns on them. So 2 more to our collection. Yeah, quite a few. I'm trying to think. Gwenpool. Did we mention Gwenpool? Yeah, she has a gun on her special. And yeah, it might be. Maybe that's getting close to it now. Sure, there's always one more character we've forgotten. I'm trying to think of. Champion doesn't. Angela doesn't. Proxima, none of those characters. None of the aliens seem to have them. It's their anti-guns in space, except for Star-Lord. Drax doesn't have one. Yondu? No, he has his arrow. I think his projectiles are hard to dodge. It's sort of an indication of guns. Darkhawk doesn't. Okay, I think we got them pretty much all. Maybe there's one more, but just feel free to type it out if you think of which one it is. Okay, one more round of 6 stars. Oh, one more fight. It's a little Jane on Jane action. Let's see which Jane is better. It's 9,000 versus 8,000. And then, oh yeah, I need to get out of the seat for a while. Was it 2 hours and 28 minutes? I don't know how BG can stream. He streams 2 hours and 30 minutes every day. I'm going a little bit stir crazy sitting here for so long. But yeah, so I'll get up and move around as soon as I'm done. And then when will we be on next? So I'll be on around midnight again, midnight Central Europe time, because my 5 stars will be ready. Get one more run in with them, and then get a nice night's sleep, and then I'll wake up around 7, and both my 5 stars and my 6 stars will be ready again. And so yeah, and so the grind continues. The march towards 90 million. Oh, still seems so far away. So far away. Yeah, definitely gonna need to start doing some pretty heavy duty refreshing soon. I was thinking about tomorrow night, but I need to really think about my schedule. I just don't want to get caught in a position where you have to do like 7 hours of refreshes with 8 hours left. That might be a little too ridiculous. Speaking of like going stir crazy, so Just don't want to interrupt my timing too much because I feel like I'm on a pretty good timing with my characters right now. But the key is just making sure I can always get all my 6 stars in for the run that I want. But yeah, I'll do some figuring out over dinner. 1 down, 2 left, and then, yep. And then a nice break from the game. When's Alliance Quest start? It's pretty far away, it's still a good 2 hours away. That's good. Hopefully I can do better in Alliance Quest. I've done alright. I mean, I got through the day without using items, but I can't say my fights were that great. Still felt a little out of control in them. We'll see. We'll see if we can do a little better. Again, it always takes me a little bit of time to get used to new content, so that's why I feel like I'm sort of upset they changed Map 7 so quick. I was just getting used to all the different nodes, especially since they shift every week. I think there's about 4 versions of the Map 7, and so you really have to figure out each version. So I just had done that, where I had the teams I liked and sort of knew how to fight each one. And now it's all changed, and I have to relearn that process. So it'd probably take me like 3 or 4 times with each version. So it's like 3 or 4 months before I feel like I'm really in sync with each one. Okay. Is that the last one? It is. Whew, okay. Well, thanks everyone for coming and hang out with me. I really appreciate the support. It's been so good having people just to talk to during this grind, and yeah, the grind will go on. So midnight I'll be back. If you happen to be around and just want to hang out, feel free to drop in the stream. And if not, I will hopefully see you in the near future. So this is Enzo Eigen of the Alliance for Loki, wishing everyone a bonne soirée, guten Abend, or I would say tschüss, and good night, or good afternoon. So see you later.